Alright, hello everybody, my name is Kismet. If you're new to my stream, or if you've been here forever, my name is Kismet. I'm the leader and founder of one of the longest running gaming guilds, Kismet Ring of Destiny. Been together 14 years with over 800 members over that time, getting really a lot of members over all that time. We played a game, Star Wars The Old Republic there, some fun team games, and now it is time for some Fallout 4. I have 1,000 or nearly 1,500 hours here in Fallout 4. I've played through in normal mode for about 500 hours. Turn it back up a little bit more. And then I played through in the old survival mode because the regular mode got easy. I got to level 91. It's like, it's getting a little too easy. Let's just jump right to survival mode. So I jumped to survival mode, the old survival mode, played that for about 440 hours, got to level 94 and said, still getting a little too easy. Then the new survival mode came out, which you can't fast travel. You can only save if you go to a bed and sleep in the bed. There's all these other conditions and other stuff you have to manage, food, water, and then things like infections and things like that you have to manage. And also, you take more damage, the mobs take more damage. It is probably one of the best implementations of survival mode I've seen. It doesn't make it tedious, it just makes it more fun. It makes you play the entire game differently than you would before. Now, having quick travel actually makes the game very easy. It makes it very easy because you can go somewhere, grab all the resources, boom, and jump back to Sanctuary. Right? You drop it off and you go to the next place and just pounce around all over the place and grab massive amount of resources. In the new survival mode, you cannot do that. It takes a lot longer. You can use the vertibirds, but still it takes time for you to fly from place to place. So what we're doing is we have collected a lot of materials. And again, I've played a very long time, over 1,000 or about 1,500 hours. So there we go. Dirk says, Kismet is going to get so big. If I do get big, I will never forget you guys. I will never forget the people who got me there. And I will try to find a way. Even if I have 20,000 or 50,000 or 100,000 people in the stream, in the chat, I'm going to find a way. If I got to have 100 mods, that's what I will do. To find a way to continuously interact with people in the chat. I think that is vitally important as a streamer. It is something that I believe in, and that's something I love to do the most. I love to do that the most, to interact and chat with you guys every single night. Hey, Kismet, you eating without us? Sorry, Lacronic. Sorry. See, that video should have stopped and stayed full screen, but it was like, what? Oh, what happened? It was one of those moments. Now, there's two things you can do in those moments. One, you can cry. Two, you can laugh about it. So I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, wait. What happened to the video? The video went off. So it should have stayed full screen on that video, which is hilarious because the video just like disappeared right in the middle of eating. Brad Dude, thanks so much for dropping the... Oh, and Codus, thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome, welcome. You've come across one of the funnest funnest streams out there. I hope you have an amazing time in here. Feel free to say hello to everybody in the chat, or not. Feel free to be a mysterious stranger. Lurk all you want. We are super lurker friendly up in here. So thank you, Derek. Again, I will find a way. Levi the Metal Guy, what's up, buddy? Thanks for hanging out in the stream. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry. Share something with us. I would, Jelly Bean. I would totally share it with you. How dare you? You didn't get any for me. That's right, the Raptor. My bad. Kismet, link me your headphones on Amazon. All right, let me go find it for you here. I will find it for you. X2, what are they called? Jaybirds. X2 Jaybirds. Now, I got the cheap ones. I got the white ones. Let's see. These are totally awesome, by the way. They charge up really fast. So, as you saw, I charged them while I was streaming the other thing. I was using my other headphones. And now they'll go all night long, and then I can stream for another 3 hours. Usually, last night they took 6 hours, and then I used them again for another 3 hours today. So, it's like 9 hours without having to charge them. And I'd used them, I think, before, and I hadn't charged them. I'm really bad about charging them. I really got to just set something up and make it nice and easy for me to charge them. But let me find them here. Let me find them here on Amazon. You guys. Now, by the way, this is not a paid advertisement. I did not get these for free. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I am just telling you what I have discovered, and it is up to you to make your own decision. So I found mine for about $100. Let me find the $100 ones right here. And they have some more fancy ones, which are $149 and all of that. But I just go with them. I just go with those. Let me find those Jaybirds. Jaybird. X2s. Really great for running, by the way. Really great for running. Really great for if you want to just do it from your phone, or you want to do it from your tablet, or even from your computer. I'm sending the signal from my other computer to my wireless headphones, and I can hear all the music that's mixed together, all the sound from the game, all that stuff, all mixed together right to my one headphones, which is awesome. Which is awesome, because what I used to do with these headphones that are wired, they're actually the wire actually runs all the way to the computer, is when I go on a break, like you guys didn't see that because you were watching that video. But if I put this in here, they go, ah! You know, you forget you have your headphones in it, it pulls you right off of the thing. Which I've done a few times. So now I got the wireless ones, I don't have to worry about that. Which is funny, though, because I still have a tendency to take my wireless headphones off when I get up, thinking I need to take my headphones off sometimes. Okay, so we need a bed here. Where's a bed I can sleep in? Where's a bed? Let's throw a bed. I think I put one out here.
You should know, people have been complaining a bit about the bed situation.
Oh, they've been complaining about the bed situation. Well, hey, what if I kick you out of the settlement? What do you think they're going to complain about then, eh? Eh? So I've got all of the DLC, by the way. In my game, I have the Season Pass. Luckily bought it for 30 bucks, one of the best deals going. But even if you bought it for 50 bucks, the Season Pass, it is totally worth it. I think the DLC in this game is hands down one of the best values for your money ever. Ever. So good. Have you heard about the clowns? I have not heard about the clowns. What's up with the clowns? Big JP hanging out. Do you still have your old saves? Yes, I do, Darwich. I still have them, but I probably will never play them again. Happy birthday! I'm good myself about Mass Effect 2 and watch kids. There you go. Play some Mass Effect 2. Have a good time, Rippy. You're welcome, Noah. There you go. Funky Moonlight says, you're my favorite streamer right now. Aw, thank you, Funky. Thank you so much. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take that and put that in my nice things that people say. Those are the things every day, by the way, when I get up. The first thing I do is I go to my machine, I start them up, or if they're running and uploading videos, which they typically are all night long when I'm sleeping, trying to upload those videos to YouTube because they do take a long time, those full streams. So when I do that, I get up, I have a whole list of all the nice things that people say in my stream, and I just randomly jump around, read about 5 of them. It inspires me that day, and then I go right to work. And I might spend 6, 10, 12 hours editing, or doing graphics, or 20 hours doing editing when I'm not streaming, and doing a whole bunch of stuff for my team or for that as well. Who's bumping me? Yo, bro. What's up with the bumping? Why are you up in my face? Why are you up in my face? Just saying, hey, get out of my face, bro. I'm talk here. It's up in my face. All right, so here we are right here. One of the ones we were going to work on here is the Warwick Homestead. We're going to build a mega build here. Now, we can build a vault here, but I'm going to not do a vault this time. I built a mega vault, by the way, over here at Spectacle Island. But right here, I'm just going to build kind of a super build, as I like to call it. So we've got a wall there. And we've also got the Kismet kill box up here, one of our basic ones. I'm going to actually extend the Kismet kill box and put it up on this wall here so that we can use it up there. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that right now. Now, I'm using the concrete kit, which is the part of the Wasteland Workshop, the best kit in the game, I think. Because it just works incredibly well.
How are you?
So we're going to go ahead and use some walls here. So we're going to do a bit of building, a bit of mega building tonight as well. I'm going to build up a big giant settlement here. And then we'll also do some questing later on. So we're going to go ahead and make some floors. One of these small floors. Now I put that up there, the second wall. I stacked the second wall so that I can put this little mini platform there. Then I can store that in the workbench, and then I can continue the platforms along here like this. So I can basically create a little spot for my kill box, like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and use this right behind here. Put it off to the side a little bit. And then I'm going to take my kill box down over here. And the quickest way to move these, by the way, is not just to pick them up and move them, is to store them in the workbench. Hit Tab, and then I hit E. I'm on PC, by the way. So I hit Tab key, which is my store key, and then E, which is my action key. I'm going to take all those out, like so. Now, I'm not going to need these wood shack floors anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and take those out. Again, this is what I call the Kismet kill box. If you would like more information, like Kismet, man, these are a bunch of awesome tips you're giving us here. I sure wish you would make a video of it. Well, how about I take it one step further, because you're in the best stream ever. That's right. The best stream ever I've ever done. You're here. So I'm going to give you above and beyond I'm going to give you an entire series on how to be an awesome settlement overseer right there in the chat. Follow that link to my YouTube. It'll give you a whole thing on how to do power, how to do building, how to go in and do advanced systems and all that kind of cool stuff, as well as how to manage your food and do all of that stuff. Before you know it, you don't need to cheat. You don't need to shortcut. You don't need to use third-party mods. I don't use any of those. I don't use terminal commands. That's right. And I can make 117,000 bottle caps totally legit every few days in game. So literally millions of bottle caps in the game. Millions. Millions. Without any cheating. You don't need to cheat. You don't need to do that. Now, again, I don't use any third-party mods. Not that I have anything against mods. I will eventually use mods later on. But not right now. Not right now at the beginning of the game. Now, you can see I have this kind of, how I've got this kind of angled wall here. Blocking that. That takes a little bit of practice. We did that last time to get that kind of lined up perfectly like that, where you can do kind of cool angled sections. So if you did miss that, you can watch that back on my YouTube eventually. Blitz, let's see. Blitz did... Blitzed Bullet. You guys love to put those awesome elite names in there. Blitzed Bullet, thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer. Crushing the follow button to becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome, welcome. We are rocking some Fallout 4 tonight. We're doing some mega building. I'm going to go ahead and show you a bit of the Kismet kill box. If you just, by the way, you don't need any walls in the normal modes, by the way. Any mode other than the new survival mode, you don't need any walls. Don't build walls. They're a waste of your resources. Just build a Kismet kill box, and there you go. That's all you need. Build a bunch of them. You know, build one on one side, one on the other side. And in Sanctuary, you can build 3 of them and defend the whole entire Sanctuary just from those Kismet kill boxes. Because you can fast travel back there. And just like if you have, oh, it's getting attacked at Sanctuary, boom, you fast travel back there and watch your kill boxes just annihilate everything. Even a whole swarm of legendary Deathclaws coming up trying to take over your settlement, destroyed with a Kismet kill box. So if you only watch one video on my channel, only one video on my YouTube channel, watch the Kismet kill box video on there. It shows you how I got it set up. It shows exactly it destroying everything. Enjoy that video. Enjoy it. And actually come back. If you build a Kismet kill box, throw me a picture on Twitter. Go at Kismet, B like boy, P like Paul, all one word, Kismet BP on Twitter. Throw me a picture up there of your Kismet kill box that you built. I love seeing that stuff. I love seeing other people's builds, what they're building and all that kind of cool stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and put this laser turret right here in the corner. And then we're going to go ahead and put some rockets in here. And I'm going to go ahead and just put it right here in the middle. Try to put it in here. So I usually go laser in the corner, 2 rockets. And of course, you can do this however you want. And then eventually I will put heavy machine guns in there so I have a different style of damage type, right? Depending on what you're going to get. Because you never know what's going to attack your settlements, right? So you want to have a kind of a mixture of damage types. So again, heavy laser right here in the corner. And then 2 missile turrets. One here. One there. Now notice how I did not put the turrets down first. The reason why I didn't put the turrets down first is it's harder to put because the turrets are moving the whole time while you're trying to put stuff down. You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys never built anything. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? So now we're going to go ahead and just kind of do this kind of deal here. And I try to put them down as fast as possible. Like so. Sneak another one in there. I kind of feel like I can. Boom. There we go. So 4 heavy machine guns, a whole bunch of rockets and missiles. Now, by the way, in the new survival mode and in the recent updates that they've done, kind of way back to where they did the Vault 88 thing, they did the vault-tec, is if you shoot the rockets can destroy your own robots. So be careful. Not your companion robots. Not the ones who are your current companions, but can destroy the robots that you create, which is a huge bummer. I think it was a bit of a mistake to do that. I would prefer if my robots didn't die, because that is, in the new survival mode, that is a massive amount of resources to lose. I mean, that is thousands of aluminum to lose, and I don't want to lose thousands of aluminum, right? All right, does anybody else want to lose 1,000 of aluminum? I don't think so. All right, let's see if I can sneak this right here on the side. I don't think it's going to let me. Oh. Come on. It wants to. There we go. Oh, I had it. I had it. There we go. That's going to allow me to bridge between this side and the other side. There we go. Now I can link. By the way, it's usually a little bit easier to link from down here. I've been recently noticing that's easier to link all that stuff from the ground than to actually be standing right on top of it. So there we go. So we've tied all that power together. Now what I want to do is actually chain this power so it's not down here on the ground. I don't like my power on the ground. I'm not a big fan of that. I like it to be up higher so it doesn't get destroyed if anything comes in. So I have one of these fusion generators here. And you can see right down there at the bottom, by the way, again, speaking of going above and beyond everybody else's stream, watch this. We're going to do some red arrow hype up in here. Boom! Right there. Kiz Strange Savage. There we go. Now, again, if you have a question or comment for me, my name is Kismet. You put Kiz or Kismet in the chat. It'll highlight it red. Even attach itself to the top of my chat so I don't miss your comment or question. Like if you come in and say, hey, Kismet, hello, just put Kismet, hello, how you doing? It'll highlight in red again, attached to the top of that chat. Which is pretty awesome. I love interacting with the chat. So right here, let's go ahead and see if we can see right there, there's a one. Again, if you ever see this in anybody else's stream, you say, hey, I saw that at Kismet stream first, bro. I saw that at Kismet stream. Right there. So basically that means that it's not going to take any resources because we already built it. We already put it into the workbench. So we're going to put this right over here. I'm going to rotate it a little bit. And now it's up there nice and safe and sound. Try to run it over here. It is definitely not going to reach, but we're going to try it anyway. That's going to be too far. All right. Now, another cheap way to raise your stuff up so it doesn't get destroyed is to simply go in here to the wood prefabs and go right here to this thing right here and just kind of set it right in between here like that. Now, we've got an elevated elevated platform to put our power on. Now, we could also use the vault-tec power, and there's about 50 different ways we can do this, but I'm just showing you a nice, easy way to do that. Did we actually... What's our radio? What's our radio beacon? Huh, I don't think I put a radio beacon here. Let's use the radio beacon then. We're going to use the radio beacon as a kind of in-between. Because you can use it to chain power from here to there. And then, let's put it right here in the middle. By the way, since it takes no copper any longer, you can just go ahead and just cross-link that so it doesn't lose power at some point. So it doesn't lose power. Void Hunter, Kismet, what's up? Venturon, hey kids, what's happening? I am having a fantastic night tonight. See this smile? This smile is from all those awesome people and all you awesome people hanging out in the stream. Banish came in and absolutely crushed it. Crushed it with one of the best raids I've ever seen. Blew up my follow thing. I was afraid to change layouts. I was afraid he was going to crash my channel again, which happens sometimes when I change layouts. But incredibly great raid, incredibly great. Banish come in, blow it up. By the way, if you don't know who Banish is, for whatever reason, if you're just coming in as part of my followers and have not gone over there and crushed Banless follow button, you definitely need to go over there and crush that follow button. You go show them some Kismet love over there as well. So let me go ahead and turn some more music on here. Don't worry, be happy. We're going to be doing some mega building tonight. Mega building, that's right. I have a question, Kismet. Says, Mimi Lord, how hard is it to install mods on Fallout 4? Not hard at all. Not hard at all if you're on PC. Xbox? Not so hard. Incredibly hard on PS4 because Sony gave the big to mods on PS4, which I think is a big foolish move on their part. Foolish move, right? Because it kind of just hoses everybody over on the PS4, which don't blame Bethesda. Call Sony up. Send them some messages. Tell them what you think about them not letting you have mods. Right? That's not cool. That's not cool, man. Not cool. You want to compete with Xbox? You want to compete with PC? You got to let people have mods, man. You got to let them have the mods. That's just not cool. That's just not cool. See, the great thing about not being sponsored by anybody, I can say whatever I want.
Okay.
That's just not... No, that... Give me that bed. My bed. All right, we're getting this stream going on. We're having the best stream ever. That's right, the best stream ever. We're going to blow this up. All right, so we got our power. We've run our power over to here. It is now chained. We've got our defense going. Let's look and see how much defense we have. 116, not too bad. Not too bad to start. Now, also, we're going to need some power down here, right? Now, we don't want to run the power from up here. The reason why is we want to be able to control the doorways, to open and close the doorways at will, right? So we're going to go ahead and run the power from up here down to this thing right here. And I'm going to put this up here too, so I can shoot it no matter where I'm at. All right, right there. I'm going to chain that up there. Now notice the door is closed right now. You're like, Kismet, how do you open the door? Easy. Cool, huh? That's from the contraptions workshop. That right there is a toggle. It toggles on and off based on when you shoot the target. Much easier than flipping a switch. I mean, I can close all the doors simultaneously by just shooting that one target and lock the whole entire area down, right? Now, sometimes they spawn inside your settlement, which I think is total hacks and shouldn't happen, but it happens. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and adjust this wall right here. Try to kind of angle it a little bit. DJ Chewy rocking the DJing. All right, looking good there. Now again, I'm in the new survival mode, so I've got to watch my conditions down there too. Notice I've got health and food, little water drop, and a little kind of fork and spoon there, or fork and knife. Let's build, baby. Let's build. I'm gonna mega build up in here. So first thing we're gonna do is put some defenses in. Now normally I do not build walls because I think they are useless. All you really need is that thing right up there, the Kismet kill box. That's all you really need if you're playing any mode other than the new survival mode. I happen to be in the hardest mode in the game. It is 10 to 100 times harder than the other modes, the new survival mode. And it is super fun if you like it to be hard. If you like the game to be hard, if you want to play a totally different way than you probably played through the game before, then you want to try the new survival mode. Feel that love. Move his gourds over here. Oh. PS4 will be getting limited mods next month. Aw, yay, Sister Wolf. Yay. I think that's totally not cool to exclude PS4. Totally not cool. I'm glad you guys are getting mods finally. I'm sure Bethesda and all of you guys went in there and ripped them a new one. Said, hey, we want them mods and we want them now. Don't make us get all rowdy up in here. Don't make us get all salty up in here about them mods. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about up in there. Alright. Doesn't quite, don't like it. Don't like it. Too weirdly angled. Let's go ahead and back that angle up. I like that. I like that, but let's take this one out. Like that angle I had right there. Come on. Now, one of the things you got to do with this is you got to constantly like fiddle with it, which you're going to find. You just spend a lot of time doing that, where you're just like fooling around with it, trying to get it to go the right direction. No, totally not the right direction. Now, if you have trouble doing that, you know what you do? You just manually set the angle by just going in and just trying to adjust it yourself. Right? Like that. And you can kind of go in and I can raise it up a little bit. See, the problem when you raise it up too high is it tries to snap. I wish there was a function to turn the snapping off. That would be awesome. Like you turn it off, then you do whatever you need to do, and then turn it back on again. That would have been a great addition. I think that's looking better, right? That's looking better. Looking better, but I think it still needs to rotate a little bit. Let's look at that. All right, much better, much better. Again, my favorite kit is, for building anyway, is the concrete kit. Incredibly great. Because we can sink stuff in the ground, we can make it look totally legit, so stuff isn't floating all over the place. Right? We can really do some good work. Do some good settlement building. Now, I probably want a door over here. A door right there. Now, again, you can go ahead and set some angles. You can use this angled one. Use this angled one to try to kind of fix the angles. But it just doesn't do exactly what you want it to do, actually. See, it's just so difficult to make it do what you want it to do. See how feisty it gets? Look at that. Feisty! So feisty! Reminds me of my wife. She's feisty. Now, you haven't been If you want to impress me, find yourself a wife or a spouse who's feisty, and then live with them for 25 years like me. I've been with my wife 25 years. That's when you know you're a real man. So that's why if anybody talks smack to me, I go, hey, when you're man enough to be with the same woman for 25 years, then you can talk smack to me. But before then, later, bro. There you go. There you go. Hey, that trooper hanging out. Kismet, can we drink whenever I talk about my red arrow? Go for it, Darwich. Go for it. You can also do Nooshki's thing, which is you got to do exercise whenever I say all that stuff. You can do the exercise game. By the way, I don't think you've become a semi-successful streamer until you have your very own drinking game. I actually have one of my followers, Derek, who was nice enough to make the Kismet drinking game. You ready? Let's check it out. Let's check it out here. Let me find it here. Gotta move that way up. Move that way up because I'm always looking for that. There we go. Boom! The Kismet drinking game right here. So every time someone drops a Dragon Hammer, you have to take a drink, which is a lot tonight, man. You would have had to drop like 50 drinks. If I say glitch, no cheats, no third-party mods, that's how you know someone's really watching your stream. When they're watching you blow up cars, when they're defending using the Kismet kill box to defend a settlement, when I say the word fuddle, which I say quite often, that's just the way I roll. And then I get Lover's Embrace, which I love to get all the time because you get massive XP from bonus. And you can see the rest of that. You can also follow that drinking game. You can follow that link in the chat as well. You can follow it totally in the chat. So thanks everybody for hanging out. Thanks everybody for pressing that follow button. Use angled or curved piece. Exactly. You can totally use angled or curved pieces. Now it doesn't always line up perfectly, right? Because I wanted to go exactly along the edge of the settlement, right? And I also want a doorway right there. So I'm going to go ahead and take that out. And I want a doorway. Actually, no, I want the doorway over there. Put it back in again. Now, I like to manually angle it myself. Because it just comes out better. But you can use those to angle if you want. Now, by the way, notice on the ground, see the light right down there? See how you can see the light? It also helps you visualize when you are right next to the item. See, now the light's gone. That means you're now right up against that wall. Another great little Kismet tip for you is to start to block it. Needs a little bit of help. Little nudge help. There we go, good enough. Now, just so you know, sometimes people just glitch into your settlement anyway. So it doesn't always help. Not always super helpful, but we do what we can, right? We do what we can as builders. That does not look like the right angle. Ruth. All right, let's keep building. You can also stair-step stuff that way. Notice I've gone up and then stair-stepped it down. I can do a lot of that kind of stuff. Now, one of the problems I'm going to run into right here is the fact that I need to raise this up. Now, the reason why I need to raise that up right there is because I want a doorway there. Now let's use one of the other doorways, one of my favorite doorways to use. Nope, wrong one. Over here. The vault door! That's something legit right there. Now it's kind of not enough space for the vault door, right? Pretty cool though, pretty cool. Actually, let's go ahead and use the other door. Use the other door, one of my other favorite ones to use, which I think is in the warehouse. The warehouse, or is it the other one? There it is. I love this one because it will open and close based on the power, where the vault door does not do that. So you can do the vault door, which is pretty cool. But you can't control the power. So I'm going to try to put this here. And it's going to be a little tricky because it doesn't really like to sit right up against stuff. Put that down. See, we got a bit of a gap. We got to kind of just fuddle with it until we get it the way we like it. Like that. That's okay. Now I can also turn it around the other way. Oh, that's looking pretty legit. Now, it's a little floating there on the ground, but that's okay. We can actually use some of the floor stuff. You can use some floor stuff to go down here. Now, notice how this one doesn't work. Doesn't work. Now, this one does work, but it's too far in the ground. Until you find it just the right spot. So there we go. We got a bit of that one going. And we can use a little one here. Oh, it's too far out of the settlement. Too far out of the settlement there. But there we go. We got one of those going. So that'll kind of close up that bottom part there so it's not floating. It looks more legit. More legit. Now we'll go ahead and run the power over here, which is way over there. So we're going to run the power. Here's how I run power, by the way. I don't run the power. I don't put this over there first. I actually put this by the power first. I'll show you another Kismet tip here. You go by the power. You run the power down. You grab the power. And you walk it toward the thing you want to do. Right? And when it turns red, you've gone too far. Can you go back? Boom. Till it turns green. There we go. Now that's the max distance you're going to get out of that wire. Now, of course, we can do wireless power and all that other stuff too. But we're just doing the regular way for right now. The regular way. Again, I have 1,500 hours in the game, and I would say about 70 to 80% of that is building. Best song ever. My daughter loves this song. And there we go. Now watch this. If I want to close that door. Boom! Oh, did I miss it? There we go. Oh, I didn't chain it. I didn't chain it right. My bad. That's funny. Okay. Didn't chain it right. Got to chain it to here. All right. I needed one more thing. That's funny. Put that there. There we go. All right. Now we can adjust the door. There's the door opening up. Let's try that again.
It was only for a minute.
Uh-oh, we're getting attacked. Quick, let's close all the doors.
Rocket. I was trying to get it.
I don't care what it was.
Legit.
I know it seems unfair.
There you go. You just learned something on my stream. Enjoy.
I won't see my own.
All right, let's go ahead and clear the rest of this stuff.
I hate it when she does. She's always trying to get me.
She's just looking out for you, like a big sister should. And besides, this isn't about.
All right.
It's about you not doing what you're told.
Clear all this other fence line out of here. Let's clear all this other stuff.
Until then, you do what your father and I tell you. Is that clear?
Yes, Mom.
All right, looking good, looking good. We're getting some good defenses going. Cleared all that stuff there. Some more stuff back here in the corner. Now, by the way, the reason why I can scrap so quickly like that is I'm hitting R, which is the scrap key, and then I hit E on the PC to get rid of it very quickly. Oh, Newski requested that one. What are you guys doing over there? They're just standing around the water. That's weird. I'm just going to call that as very weird. I don't want to know what you guys are doing. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Building a settlement here. I think that was a grave. It was, Chronic. There's a whole bunch of those in the game. There's a ton of them everywhere. Homages to people from BioWare. See if there's anything down in here. I think I got everything out of here. Oh, I didn't get that baseball glove and stim packs. Every now and again you want to jump though so you don't drown. By the way, if you ever get here and you're like, Kismet, how do I get out of this water? You just jump out of the water. Like that. You just jump up out of the water and you get to the next area. Get my light on. Get my light on. I think I already cleared all of this. I don't think I've ever built anything in there. Over here, by the way, great place for purified water, making lots and lots of purified water money. Right down in there. Also, usually I put the power up there, up high. Boom. Now, mostly this place gets attacked from this front area where I have that Kismet kill box over there. So that's going to destroy anything coming that way. But we're just going to keep running it down the line here to try to block all this off. Let's do it. Let's do it. So now I'm not only going to build just a basic wall here, but I'm going to mega build. I'm going to build them a giant structure above this as well. Above all of the area here where they can live and kind of enjoy the view here in just a few minutes after I get this kind of part done. Again, I like to go ahead and make sure that I got it in there. It looks great. See if I've got it pretty straight. How do I want to block it? I probably want to block it off right here. Block it off underneath this thing here. Let's see if we can just, let's do some tests here. Yeah, we can just run it right through there. Now see, I'm working in reverse now to try to get an idea of where I can do this. See, I block that off so they can't come in through there. That is perfect. Now again, we can try to use the angle one, though the angle one is very awkward to use. In theory, you should be able to lock it right across this way, but whatever angle I try to do it at is the angle it doesn't work. See, you can fool that all day long. There we go. It does take a while, and then you can finally get it to angle just how you want it to. Your mom's got a small weenie again. What's up with that small weenie? Thanks so much for dropping the dragon hammer, crushing the follow button, becoming part of the Kismet army yet again. He keeps love dropping that one. He's never tired of that joke. He never gets tired of that joke. Thanks for hanging out on the stream, though, bro. All right. Oh, thank you, Chewy. Thanks for the heads up. My mods are so awesome. They're always letting me know stuff. I forgot to update the follow train. Man, we're already pushing our way to 4,900. Oh, man. I can't wait to hit that 5,000 sub. We are going to have an insane mega party up in here. Mega party. Let me go ahead and update that. There we go. Let's update that to 4,900. Boom! 4,900 on that follow train. All right. Oh, I think this is going to line right up. Line right up. All right. So notice how we've got a smaller gap there. We can go ahead and use the smaller wall. Try to lock that in. And then, of course, we've got this kind of weird gap here. We can go ahead and use these smaller ones to try to snap it in there. It lets me snap it at the end. There we go. So we can use those smaller ones to kind of fix that weird gap. We can still see over there should somebody be attacking. Now I've got a kill box on that side. Now, by the way, that kill box will turn in 360 degrees. It will not only just shoot forward. If anything is actually in my settlement, it'll turn around and destroy anything in the settlement too. It'll do it 360 degrees across the entire settlement. Now, so we did that one, and we did that kind of at the level 1, I consider that to be. Now, the next one we're going to do is 2 levels up. 2 levels up along the side here. That's got to be Noah, because I hear a boy named Sue. He plays that nearly every time. But that's okay. I love that song. Great song. Bust his head. For a boy named Sue. Boom, there we go. Okay, so we're going to build a kind of a higher wall here. And then again, we're going to put this up here so we can put those small platforms there. Boom, there we go. Okay, another kill box set up there. And we're going to go ahead. I'll show you a little trick, by the way. You can do a switchback. You take another one here and you just put it at the end. And you can use it as a switchback to bring your ladder this way so it doesn't kind of stick out across your whole entire settlement in the way. You just kind of do a switchback. And there you go. There you go. And now if any Mirelurks or whatever spawn out there, they're going to get smoked by the Kismet kill box. Now, this is going to be a shorter Kismet kill box. Not going to be a full-length one. How do you do? Now you're going to die. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and put this heavy laser off the edge a little bit here. It can fire in 360 degrees that way. Same thing over here. By the way, if anything is dumb enough to be right about there in the middle, it's going to get shot by the crossfire of the two kill boxes. So both kill boxes are going to fire down on it at once, which is pretty awesome. And then we'll go ahead and put in our missile turrets. Like so. He rock like a crocodile. There we go. And then put in some machine guns. Now, by the way, I do not use any third-party mods. I went and collected all of these resources myself. I bought them from the vendors, or I looted them off of stuff. Looted them out of various things. I'm a super looter. I loot everything typically out of an instance and take it back with me so that I'll have it. So when I'm... see, look at that. Look how much easier it is to do it from the ground. I just discovered that recently, by the way. Much easier to do that from the ground. Now, because these are close together, we can link these together like that. And then now we need to get to our power. Now, we don't want to run it to this power. This power gets turned on and off, right? Like right now, it's turned off. And then if I want to turn it back on again, boom, just like that. So I turn that on and off switch through the shooting it. But I want this to be in the other power line, right? I want to be this in the always on power line. So we're going to need to tie that over there. So we're going to go ahead and get another round of power. Now again, we can come back, we can clean up this power, we can make it wireless, we can do all sorts of cool stuff with the power. I'm just showing you the basic way of doing power. Just showing you basic. Go. And there we go. We'll run that as far as we can until it turns red. Then when it turns red, we'll back it up, it'll turn green. And I think it's going to be too far, but we'll try it anyway. We'll try to run it all the way up here. Too far. Too far. Now what we can do is try to pick up this whole thing and move it. But what happens is, notice what happens, I lost all of my lines, and I don't want that to happen. So I just backed it up and said, nope. I said, don't do that. And we'll just go ahead and use one of these. Oops. Pick it up. There we go. Just go ahead and run another one of these over here. And this is why I like to keep my wires elevated. So one, they're not right in my face the whole time. But there we go. Now we've got that over there. Notice we've got 208 defense now. Really rocking the defense. We're almost done with our walls. We're almost ready to block everything off. Now, let's go ahead and look and see if there's any ways they can get in. They can get in through that door. They can get in through that door. Now, right by this door is the kill box, which is very hard to get through that door when there's a kill box right there. Same thing over there. There's a door with a kill box over the top of it. So they're going to die from over there. Now, can they get in here? Well, there's a little bit of a gap right here. I seriously doubt they're going to be able to get through that gap, but just in case. Let's just take a little bit of measures here. Like a little bit of measures just in case. Just so they can't even shoot through there. Let's go ahead and take our little concrete wall here. A little La Bamba going on up in the air. There we go. Now I've got it blocked so they can't shoot through there and try to shoot my people. Alright, let's go up here, and there's no way they can get in that way. And get up out of the water. There we go. And right here there's a bit of a gap, right, to go through there, so we're going to need to block that off. We don't want anybody sneaking in there and blowing those guys up, so I'm going to go ahead and use a smaller wall, like this. Again, you'll find that these guys will just glitch through some of these walls anyway, but if I was really there, this is what I would do. And I kind of think of that way when I'm building stuff. If I was there, how would I really build it? Right? I would block that off, for sure. For sure block that off. Oh, gotta go this way a little bit. I would for sure block that off so nobody could just sneak in from behind. Not want to let me nuzzle it. Come on. Got to nuzzle it in there just right. Now I could leave that little tiny gap, but I want to get it just so. Just so. Looking good there. Oh, still a tiny gap there. Go ahead and angle it a little bit more. I use the rotation buttons on the mouse. Oh, that's looking good. That's looking good. A little bit of a gap there, but that's good. Let's not be too crazy about it. Now again, there's no other way through there. Right here. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. That is so awesome. I love when they do all this silly stuff with stuff. They do all this silly stuff with bears and whatnot. All right, same thing here. Let's go ahead and use one of these little small walls. We're going to even use the even tinier wall, this wall here. And really get it right in here. Try to block them off. I'm trying to get in there. The yellow zone moving. All right, looking good, looking good. Blocked. Hashtag blocked. Kismet, your water is red. My water is green. Oh, my water is red down there. It is. Now, at the very beginning of when I started playing survival mode, I was very worried about that all the time. I was always trying to keep it maximum. I was always trying to keep it, otherwise my action points go down, and I thought I was going to get damaged. But, you know, after a while of playing survival mode, I don't even worry about it until I actually physically start to take damage. If I physically start to take damage, then I take care of it. Otherwise, I just ignore it. Because I have a lot of perks that I can heal myself very quickly. Now, early in the game, you don't have those perks, by the way. You don't have those perks, so you got to watch out. Again, I'm going to go ahead and just put a nice concrete wall right here. And we are totally insulated against anybody trying to rush their way in here. We're blocked over that way. They can't get in that way. They can't sneak their way through there. And we are totally thin. Now, you see how I've used the actual existing buildings as a way of blocking as well. Works really, really good. Okay, so that is that. I hear myself panting, which means I'm overburdened. Let me go over here and find... Actually, let me just make a stove out here. Already got one right here. Yellow submarine. Now, whenever I hear that panting, that means that I'm overburdened, and I need to go and drop some stuff in the workbench. There we go. And we just did a whole lot of stuff. Let's save, by the way. Didn't save any of that time. If I had crashed, I would have to do all that again. So there we go. Let's save. And now if I want to get some water, by the way, all I got to do is just run over here to the water pump. Drink out of the water. Darwich is saying I'm actually pretty good. Somebody saying I'm a noob. There's always a troll or two. Why are you banned again? I didn't ban you, bro. I didn't ban you, small weenie. We unbanned you at some point, bro. We unbanned you at some point, and you got banned again. I don't know. Chewy and Sister Wolf are in charge of it. It's probably a Meridave. A Meridave usually bans people with that, or it could be Saltbot. It could be my automatic moderator that is doing that. It's not me banning you. If you get banned in the channel, by the way, I don't even notice. My mods are on it like this, or my bot is on it like this. You'll get banned for, you know, using offensive language. If you don't follow the chat rules down below, you will get banned just like that. Hey, Kez, your water is red. Thank you, Lel Chronic. Thanks for letting me know, though. Pokey hanging out. What's up, Pokey's Luck? Can you have Chewy do Big Iron from New Vegas? All you gotta do is just say, at Chewy Baka, throw Big Iron. Throw Big Iron in there. Yeah, if you use offensive language and stuff like that, you will get either banned or timed out. So make sure to keep it PG-13 in here. And respect my mods' authority. Respect their authority. My mods are the best mods on Twitch. They are incredibly sweet, incredibly nice. There are some really super harsh mods on here. Cryptic King, if you're having the best stream ever, you better believe I'm here. How have you been, Kismet? Says Cryptic King. Hey, Cryptic King, one of my awesome supporters of the stream. I am doing fantastic. That's right. That is my new thing. That is, I'm trying to do the best stream ever every time I stream, right? So I'm trying to get better and better every single time. Let me go ahead and get out of this. I'm all washed out from that. There we go. Because the screen is washing my face out. So thanks for hanging out, Cryptic King. Always great to see you, buddy. Always great to see you. Void Hunter hanging out. If I missed your chat in there, by the way, I do apologize. I did get very into building. Sometimes I get very focused into building, as most streamers do. So there we go. Let me kind of catch up on chat here. Void Hunter hanging out. Void hanger hanging out. Use angled or curves. You got a little lag. Yeah, the audio sometimes gets choppy because of a Twitch glitch. Ah, Chewy said it right there in the chat. That's a Twitch glitch. Nothing I can do about it. That is an audio glitch from Twitch. It'll fix itself in a bit. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it just fixes itself. I didn't do nothing. It's a Twitch thing that happens after so long when you're streaming. You stream for so long of a time, then the audio goes all funky. But it only does it for about a minute or so, and then it goes back. So there we go. It should clear up. You use street lights for pylons. Oh, that's a good idea, Crafter. Yeah, there you go. Understood. We love them mods. That's right. Show them some love. Catching up on chat. A lot of good songs going today. Have a great birthday, Darwitz. If you're already gone, I apologize. I missed you, but hey, grab a great birthday, bro. The bird. It. Like watching streams before bed? Me too. I always watch some streams before I go to bed. This kid sounds like Navigator from Small Soldiers. I'm no kid, but I appreciate. I'll take that as a compliment. I'll take that totally as a compliment. You're going to call me a kid. Hello, Mazona. Is there an online in this game? There is basically, it's a single player. It's just a single player game. I would love to do multiplayer. I'd love to be playing with you guys right now where we were building mega settlements. Maybe we were rebuilding like, you know, like a giant city like Los Angeles, right? And the city's just destroyed and we all go in there as a team, like 100 of us. Imagine Fallout, Minecraft, and GTA 5 all jammed into one giant game, right? Like a Fallout themed, but had the playability of multiplayer that Minecraft does, and then had the kind of graphics and vehicles that GTA does. GTA 5, that would be incredible. That would be the greatest. I mean, they can just use the building stuff they have now, and it would be the most incredible game of all time. Just pre-order that baby for me, right? Just sign me up for that. I don't care if it's $100. Sign me up for that right now. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to play that game. All right, let's go ahead and save and sleep for about 8 hours. Get that rest up as well. Can we say shenanigans? You sure can. Shenanigans. Shenanigans. Sausages. Sausages. Who remembers that commercial? My dogs remember those commercials. Yeah. Do. There you go, Chewy. Way to work together as a team. Appreciate it. I fall asleep to the stream almost every night. Yep. Yep. I used to do that to Swifty stream all this time. By the way, big fan of Swifty. He is. I know he doesn't have like, you know, 20,000 people, so like some of the streamers have now, or 100,000 people on their channel. He's still my favorite of all time. I'm sorry. The reason why I like him so much is because I want to be that kind of streamer where no matter what game I'm playing, whether I'm playing Fallout or Star Wars or just some random retro game or new game or whatever it is, that my community will come and watch no matter what. Because I'll watch him play chess. I'll watch him play tiddlywinks. I'll watch him sit there and go like this with his thumbs because he's just that entertaining. That's why I really, really enjoy his stream. I've been a subscriber of Swifty the second I knew I could subscribe to his channel. I pressed that over about 3 years ago. I've subscribed to his channel. If I had known earlier, I would have subscribed earlier, right? That's how much I like him. Also a big fan of Athene. They're both very old school, like me. Wipeout! Now, I'm from California. This makes me want to go surfing. Makes me want to go surfing. Get some running going on in here. There we go. All right, so we got some kill box over there. We got some kill box over there. That should pretty much defend the entire settlement. We could build another one over there, but we don't really need one. But that'll be perfectly fine. Destroy anything that decides to come in here and attack our settlements. Now, again, I've got this one up double high. And the cool thing about building it right along the edge of your settlement is that it's going to fire way out there, all the way out to where that ship is. So if anything spawns over here, it's going to get destroyed, annihilated by that Kismet kill box right here. Right? Destroyed. Same thing over there. Anything spawns over there, it's going to die. Anything that spawns inside your settlement, the turrets are going to turn around, crossfire, everything's going to die. Everything's going to die. Now comes the fun part. There's 3 levels of building that I do. I do basic building where I just throw down some sleeping bags, some mute fruit, put down some turrets, just some basic building, right? Then I go to the next level, super building. Super building is where you put down food, you start making profit from your settlements. And one of the best ways to make profit is to do purified water. I'm just going to do a few of them, but normally I would pack this entire area with purified water, right? I'm at the point now in the game where I'm making so much money I don't really need to do that anymore, but I'm going to show you what I would do. So I would go in here, and I would go ahead and set up a whole bunch of water. I'm going to go ahead and use these big ones here, which do 40 each. Now, if you come in here and you angle them just right, like so, they'll go in there. Now, this is kind of difficult to get them in there, right? You know an easier way? Jump in the water. Easier. Boom. Surf's up. Put those purifiers in there. Now we can go in and try to optimize these. Oh, I want to drown. You can drown while doing that, and I have done. I have drowned while doing that. Got so sidetracked. Again, now you can go in here and you can totally optimize these. I am not putting in these in the most optimized way. I am just showing you an idea of what you can do. All right, so you can go in there and try to do that. Put those down in there. For some reason, it's not letting me do that one. That's weird. That one should totally fit there. Oh, there it is. There it is. Sometimes it gets a bit feisty. Gotta find just that perfect spot. And I usually, notice how I rotate it around a little bit. Alright, let's tie this all together. And again, we can keep on putting them in there. Tie those all together. And I've done it in the past where I've used every single spot to put that water in there. Right? So you can do purified water. Now, purified water is how I make my money. I've made up to 8,000 purified water every few days in the game. No third-party mods, no cheats, no shortcuts, no glitches, no using terminal commands. Totally legit. And made 117,000 bottle caps every few days in games, which equals millions of bottle caps without cheating. Without any cheating. You don't need to cheat. You can do it totally legit without cheating. It's more fun, too. You don't steal away some of your fun. And I get that question all the time. Kismet, why don't you do this? Why don't you use this glitch where you can get unlimited stuff and you can build unlimited stuff? Because I'm not cheating the game. I'm cheating myself out of the enjoyment of the game. At least I think so. Of course, it's your game. You can do whatever you want, right? That's what's so fun about games. You can do whatever you want. Just out of the ocean. Oh. Oh. Again, we're just going to chain some power here. Run this power a little bit to the right. Now we're just doing it the old school way, just running our long power pylons. That should be good enough. Oh, a little bit too far. Legit! All right, there we go. Now we've got 123 water going there, and we've only got... We got this thing right over the top of it. Hold on, I gotta move that out of the way. There we go. So we've got only 13 people here, and we're producing 123 water. That means only 13 water is going to be used, and all the rest of the water, the 110 rest of the water, you're going to have that 110 purified water left over. So you can use it for you, which you don't need to because you can just drink it. You can drink it right out of the fountain and just take that and sell it and make money. That's how I make the most money in the game, is through that purified water. It makes me incredibly rich very early in the game. So then I can buy out every single vendor in the entire game easily. All right, so we've got the basics down now. We've got our defenses set up. We've got our automatic doors we can close just very quickly by just giving it a little shot right over here. Boom! Doors are closing. There we go. Locked down into place. Oh, everything's all clear. Unlock. And now it's back up. We got our Kismet kill boxes going. Now we need a place for them to live. And we don't want them just a little place. We want to have them to have an awesome place, right? So let's go ahead and make them a really awesome place up really high. Now we're going to use a different kit this time. We're going to go ahead and use the, not that one, the warehouse kit because it has these very cool glass things, right? And let me go to the glass walls. So it has these very cool glass walls like this. So we're going to use that, but we're not going to use it down here, of course. We're going to build it real up high. Now, one of the other things we're going to do is we're going to use the elevators, which I typically don't use very often, but the elevators are a great way to start. Now, when you're building, one of the things you want to make sure is that you don't worry about the understructure first. Just build what you want to build and then come back and work on the understructure, which is what we're going to do. Space Weasel, or Spice Weasel says, hello there. Which settlement location do you suggest with a good centralized location for easy well rest perk without losing it by the time you get anywhere important? Here's how I progressed in the new survival mode since I can't quick travel. What I did is I first started over at Sanctuary, of course, and what I did is I got Red Rocket and I got the Starlight Drive-In. Then I took all the people from the Starlight Drive-In and Red Rocket, red balloons, from the Starlight Drive-In and Red Rocket, and I sent them all to Sanctuary. And I made Sanctuary my primary place to start. Built a Kismet kill box, started putting in some defenses, build them up a bunch of stuff, and I started with that. And then I kind of worked my way out, right? And then the next place I moved to was Abernathy Farm. So I used that as a central place. Now, I was going to move here to Starlight Drive-In at the very beginning of the game, at the very beginning of the new survival mode, which is very tough in the very beginning. And then when you get to, I was going to do Starlight, but then I realized that Starlight Drive-In is the best place to recruit anybody in the entire game because it just constantly is collecting people there, right? Right now it says 8 people, but I bet you I have at least 20 there. I just haven't been there in a while. But you just get tons of people there, and then you take those people and you send them to other settlements, right? And then all the other settlements get built up. And then by the time you've built up all those, you go back to there and it's already full with people again. And then you can do that one last. I would say build up that one last in the new survival mode. So I sent them over to Sanctuary, got 21 people there. Then I sent everybody from Red Rocket and Starlight to Abernathy Farm. Got 21 people there. Actually, I got 22 now because I have a robot there. And then moved from Sanctuary to Abernathy. And then I said, you know what? I'm just going to skip Starlight and go to Taffington. Taffington is a great place to go to. Innovation Station! Great name! Thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet Army! Rocking it tonight! Rocking it! So I would go to Taffington Boathouse. Now, once I had Taffington Boathouse, I could go ahead and spread out along the wasteland. I could do a whole bunch of different stuff. A really great place to centralize. You can also centralize down here at Hangman's Alley, which isn't too bad because you're right close to where you can sell at your various things, though it is a very small settlement. So the reason why I like Taffington Boathouse is a bit bigger settlement. Same thing with Abernathy and Sanctuary. They're a bit bigger settlements. You can set up bigger stuff there. Including Taffington Boathouse, you can set up where you can do purified water. So you can make you money while you're there, right? And then, of course, my ultimate settlement, the largest settlement you can make here in the wasteland, Spectacle Island. So I went to Spectacle Island here and, of course, did a mega build. That is my home base now because I can take the Vertibird back and forth from the Brotherhood wherever I need to go. All right? So later in the game, you can put it way out there. Pokey's Luck says, love ya, Kismet. Aw, thank you, Pokey's Luck. Appreciate it big time. Kismet, my name isn't in the side-scrolling thing for recent donators. It's not. Oh, that's because you're a subscriber. Yeah. It doesn't show up in recent donators. It doesn't show up there. That is like, I manually have to put that in for people who do PayPal. Did somebody do PayPal and I didn't see it? Nope. Okay. Yeah, see, my PayPal didn't come up on stream because I don't want people's names to pop up on stream for obvious reasons. For obvious reasons. TXOK, thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome to the best stream ever. That's right, I'm having the best stream ever tonight, and I'm taking you guys with me. We're having a great time. DJ Colin hanging out. What's up, buddy? Speedball. Hey, Overseer Kismet. What's up, buddy? Or is it Overboss Kismet these days or something? Anyway, no, I destroyed all those raiders. Those raiders came to me and they said, Kismet, I know you've spent over 1,500 hours playing Fallout 4, most of that time building up your settlements, but we want to go and we want to raid those settlements that you built up. We want you to run in there and take on your own Kismet kill box. Well, I can tell you, I'm going to die for my own Kismet kill box if I run in there. If I run in there with all those turrets firing down on me in the new survival mode, I'm going to die. Unless I send some, you know, I send some other raiders in there as fodder and then try to get past her and blow them up before they kill me. But even I am susceptible to my own invention, the Kismet kill box, that all those turrets will annihilate me easily. Easy. In the new survival mode. I mean, I could probably snipe them from really far away, try to get out of their range and try to line of sight them. Maybe. But I don't want to destroy my own settlement, so I had to kill every one of those raiders. They all had to die. Sorry. That's okay. I prefer to be Overseer Kismet than Overboss Kismet anyway. So there you go. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with an elevator. Actually, this elevator is too small. Too small elevator. Actually, let's check the height first. Before we get into that. If you want to check how high up you can build at a settlement, what you want to do is just start with some of these very easy ladders like this. Just little stairs. So we're just going to walk up the stairs until the stairs turn red, meaning we can't go any higher. All right, let's go ahead and turn it around the other way because we're getting to the edge of the settlement. That way. All right, there it is. Notice how the ladder is red? It's not green anymore. I can't build any higher. We are way the heck up here. Look at this. This is how high up we can build here. That is way up there. So that's where I'm going to build to. But I'm going to build one level down or 2 levels down so that I can put in roofing and stuff on top of the roof. All right, so let's see how many levels it is. So there's 1 right there. There's 2, 3. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 levels. 9 levels up we can build. Look how high up that is. That's pretty high. So we're just going to build, let's say we'll build about 8 levels up so we can kind of clear everything here. And so we're going to go ahead and use, the not the wasteland, but the workshop kit. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll go and get those all down later. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and take those out, and we're going to use the warehouse kit. Rock me, Amadeus. And here we go. So 8 levels up. So we're going to use this one right here, which is a 4-floor. And then we're going to go ahead and use this other one when we get up to the top here. Let's go ahead and just run in some power temporarily. There we go. Oh. I thought I ran in power. Oh, it's on the wrong side. It's on the wrong side. That's why. This is the direct power. This is the direct power, yep. Alright, going up to level 4. Now again, don't worry if stuff is floating while you're building and all of that stuff. I like to build stuff legit, but don't worry about it when you're building. Come back and make it look legit later. Because it just takes a really long time to fuddle with that stuff. So you'll see that I go in, and notice how I'm going to build this floor. I'm going to go over here just so I can walk out on the floor, and then I can build the next level of the elevator. Like so. Like a soul. I love to do some building. Some building going on over here. Now, kind of hard to see what we're doing. Come on. By the way, you can also just do this. Snap it in there like that, and then notice how it pops up to what level you are. You just look down like that. Now, see the panels here? You want the panels to line up. See how the panel is right there? You want this panel to actually be on the inside like this. And then this panel to be there. This way you can actually link the 2 panels together. Right? So you can link this panel down here up to this panel. And now, if you can see it right there, see the cord? The cord comes up through the floor. It attaches from there to here, then comes up and attaches to the second elevator. A super awesome trick, by the way. Super awesome trick to running that power. There you go. Another Kismet tip for you. No, Kismet, you have Nushki in there for subbing on games with, not me. I know, I think that is for a donation that Nushki did at some point. Actually, that is actually a separate donation. That's a separate donation, Noah, but don't worry, everybody knows you're a legendary supporter in my stream. And you get your name at the end of the stream, so there you go. Don't worry, bro. We know you're awesome. That's from $5 that Nushki just donated a while ago. Talking about the yellow scrolling text, yep. Hey, right, speaking of Nooski, there she is. Hey, Nooski, and Andrew hanging out. What's up, Andrew? Speedball says, hey, Kismet, have you made any elaborate marble machines in your settlements? I have made zero. Zero. I don't know what it is, but that marble thing just doesn't click with me for some reason. I don't know. Maybe I'll try that on the next stream that we do. I will try some of that marble stuff. But it just doesn't click with me. I don't know. I'm just not into it. I am more into the mega sorter that you can do with it then, because that's a really nice functional thing that I can use it for, as opposed to having a little metal ball spin around everywhere, which I guess is fun for some people, but I don't know. I played Mousetrap as a kid. I'm over it. I'm over it. Okay, here we go. Now what we're going to do is not only are we going to use the elevator for me, but we're going to go ahead and also build out a stairwell so they can walk their way up as well. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and build this out a little bit like so. And I'm going to come back and kind of embellish this in a minute. But the reason why I'm going to build it out is so I can get a sense of how big I want this to be. So the first thing you want to do is get a sense of scale, like this. And then I'm going to go back down. Now I'm going to get a sense of scale from the ground. Okay. Going all the way down. All right, let's take a look at where we've built so far. Boom! It is way up there. Way above the settlement. So again, it's kind of floating, and you're like, yeah, man, it's floating. I hate that. If my ADD is kicking in or my ADHD is kicking in, don't worry. I will make it look totally legit, all right? We're just trying to get a sense of what we want first, right? The best way to know if you want to build something is to start to build it and go, I hate that. It looks terrible. I don't like it. So you do that, you kind of mess around a little bit first until you get an idea of what you want, and then you go to build it. So that's what I always do. Always get an idea of what I want. Now, one of the things I don't like is it's not kind of perfectly lined up with the rest of the settlement, right? So I would like to rotate it, but it's a little close to this. Now, if I try to grab it, if I hold down E and try to grab it, I'm a little worried it's going to just do that. See, I just popped up in the air. I can't do anything with it. Popped up in the air. So I'm going to hit tab to put it back. Again, we'll go ahead and hold down E. There we go. Now, because it's connected to the power, it's going to make it difficult for me to do it. I actually have the whole thing selected, by the way. I have the whole thing all the way up. If you hold down the E key, you can select it all. Select it all and move it around however you want. Cool, huh? Very, very cool. All right, so very cool stuff you can do. Now, one of the things I'll need to do first is take off the power thing. Take off the power thing, hold down E, and then now try to rearrange it. Now, it may or may not let me do it based on all the stuff I have around it, like the other power lines I have run, or I may just leave it. I mean, it's not that bad. It looks pretty decent. Pretty decent. But I want a really cool looking tower there, right? I'm a big fan of towers, by the way. If you haven't discovered that yet about me. So I'm going to go ahead and build a really cool tower, but it's not quite lined up straight. Right? So how do I get it to be straight? Well, actually, it is kind of straight. I look it up off the side here. It's a little turn. But it'll be fine. Okay, so now what I want to do is create a giant column that's going to be the support. Right? And I want it to look legit. I don't want it to be floating in the air. I want it to look like a giant column that's supporting everything. So how do I do that? Well, I'm going to show you how to work your way down. So you work your way up, and then you start working your way back down again to build what you want to build. Now, I want it to be a giant column, not just a single column holding it up, but a giant column that actually surrounds the elevators. Okay? And, of course, we want to put some cool stuff in there so we can see out when we're going up and down the elevators. So we're going to start first, of course, with a floor. Now, we can start with just a floor like this, if you want, or we can go ahead and just use this kind of concrete floor, which looks more legit to me. So I'm going to go ahead and use this concrete floor. And again, I'm going to build it all the way around here. And we're going to move a little bit of this mute fruit out of the way. Oh, I love building. I never get tired of building in this game. It's so fun. Oh, okay, that's a little bit too far that way. So we're going to need to elevate this a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. See, now right here, I can't put one down. The reason why I can't put one down is because the ground is a little bit higher there, right? So I actually need to bring all this stuff up. So you build and rebuild, you take stuff down, you build stuff up until you get it the way you want it. Now I want it to be more straight, right? I want it to be more straight. I want it to line up to this over here. I'm going to go ahead and try to move this out of the way as well. Kind of over here a little bit. Notice how it turns green. That means it's still working. And I'm going to go ahead and use what the existing structure is as a kind of a measuring. Something behind me. Bed. Bed in the way. All right. Now see, I've kind of used that as the way of lining that up. Pretty legit. Pretty legit. All right. Looking good. Looking good. Howdy, partner, says David Green. What's up, buddy? Welcome, welcome. Now, again, if you do have a question or comment for me, my name is Kismet. It is right here on my overseer's desk. You can put Kiz or Kismet in the chat. If I happen to miss your question, just throw it in there again. That's okay. I don't mind. I don't consider that to be spam. Go ahead and throw it in there again. I don't mind answering it. It will actually, if you say my name in whatever question you're asking, or if you're just saying hi, it'll highlight in red and attach itself to my chat so I don't miss your question or comment. I love interacting with people in the chat. One of my favorite things to do. To make this my own death trap gauntlet. There you go. Made a marble machine in mine. It goes ding and buzzes and has multiple tracks. There you go, Speedball. Well, if you've got an awesome thing, go ahead and tweet it out to me, Speedball. I'd love to see it, man. I'd love to see it. Go ahead and tweet it out to @KismetBP, B like boy, P like Paul, and I might even show it on the stream. Never know. Never know. I love to see other people's builds. One of my favorite things to do. All right, so you see how I lined it up? I used the ones that I already did to try to line it up better and try to square it off. Again, I'll take all that stuff down and redo it here in just a minute. All right, so we've got that going. Now, we've got kind of a problem here, right? Is blocking the bulk of the area. All right, so I don't really want it to be that high up, but I do want it to be as straight as possible. All right, so I want to go ahead and bring this back down, or I can just use this one over here, because I've kind of spaced it now how I want it. I want it to be right about here. I want it to actually go all the way to the edge of the settlement that way, and all the way to the edge of the settlement this way. Okay, so that's what I want to do way up in the sky. But for the base, I just want it to be enough so I can put the elevators in there. Okay, so let's keep on building. And I'm going to pull this down and try to use that as a lining up. Now, it doesn't need to be perfect, by the way. If you have to have it perfect, more power to you. But for me, it doesn't have to be perfect to me. I just try to get it as good as I can. Try to line it up as good as I can. And go with that. Because there's only so much time in the day. Only so much time in the day. All right, let's speed up now. Now, just so you know, when I'm not on stream and I'm building, I go about this fast. I go very, very fast. You guys get the idea. And there we go. So we used the first one to line it up to get an idea of our spacing. Come on. You guys are standing right in my way. Come on, I know you go in there. It wants to snap. It wants to, but it's not. There it goes. All right. Now again, if I want to make it so these guys can come up and out of here. Oh, that's why it's not snapping. It's got gourds there. Actually, I'm just gonna. These gourds way over here. Gourds in the way. Typically, I don't farm too many gourds or melons or that kind of stuff. Though melons are really great because you can do both food and water with those. But I always find they're like in the way all the time, as you can see. They're just in the way. Okay. Now I wanted to go back a little bit further in the settlement this way. So again, I'm going to go ahead and build some more right here. There we go. I don't want to block my stairwell, so if I go this way, it's blocking the stairwell. I don't like that. I don't like it, so I'll rebuild the entire thing because I don't like it blocking the stairwell. So again, dude, you're in my way. Put that away, put this away, and I want it to go a little bit further this way. Again, just keep reworking it to get the way you want it. Again, I'm going to go a little bit faster so we can get our mega build going on here. I don't want to run out of time. Okay, there we go. Now we're not blocking the stairwell anymore. It's got a nice and lined up. Still lined up pretty well with that. And we've got our kind of base here to finish out the rest. Now, if you're worried about people coming up and down and being able to go up here, then you can build little stairwells for them to come up in there. But they're just going to go around at this point. They'll be fine. I'll build some stairwells totally at the end. So now we want our elevator to be right here in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and build the elevator right there. Now again, I stored it in the workbench so I don't have to rebuild it again. Now if it's got something that's blocking it up there, we're in trouble because we're going to have to go up there and get rid of it. Another thing you can do is just jump. Just jump and store it in the workbench. Like that. A little Kismet trick there for you. Jump, store. Jump, store. Just like that. There you go. Another easy way if you got stuff in your way to fix that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn. I want the panel to be this side. Yeah, okay, good. Because this way I can run the power right to it. Or do I want it to be on the other side? Good question. Good question. I'm going to leave it like that. I like it like that. Okay. Oh, actually, I'm going to do a double elevator. I think that'll be fine. I think that'll be fine. Okay, now, the next question is, Kismet, how do I stack these things? How do I stack really cool stuff on top of each other? Well, I'm going to show you my trick to stacking. So we can go in and stack these floors right on top. Now, it'd be nice if they just, like, snapped on top of each other, right? Wouldn't that be awesome? You just, like, snap, 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 snap. You can build them all the way up there. But I'm going to go ahead and put them right here. Now, one of the cool things is they don't snap to each other like this, but they do snap to the elevator. See, like that. So you can actually use the elevator as a way of snapping those in there. Easy. Easy. You're like, oh, Kismet, you're blowing my mind up in here. You're blowing my mind. Except for this one little problem, right? You guys know what the problem is? Let's see. Hey, Crow, what's up, buddy? Thanks for hanging out. Just call me Crow. Says, I only grow potatoes in my settlements because they take minimal space. Exactly. I'm a big fan of mute fruit myself because mute fruit produce one food as opposed to potatoes, which only produce half of a food unit. So you have to put 12 of those down as opposed to mute fruit, which you only have to put one down. Though potatoes are very small in their size, so they actually, 2 of these actually equal 1 of those. So pretty good. And I usually eventually farm everything so I can make food and water and all that stuff for the new survival mode. So there's one little problem with my stairs here, or my thing, is the fact that I have blocked off my entrance. I've blocked off the entrance. But really I wanted to go this way anyway. I wanted to go over here. So let's go ahead and show you how easy it is to move it all. Oh, we're getting a safety dance going on up in here. And again, jump, store it in the workbench. And more building. We're doing some mega building in the best stream ever. That's right, we're having the best stream ever tonight. We are getting it going on. This world will be fun. Dance. You can sing. Wow. I'm just going to grab that one. Just gonna grab it. Jump. All right, there we go. Now that looks better. I like it. I like it. Now another thing I want to do is go ahead and build a kind of glass area around there. Now again, this is all your creativity, right? You can't build it wrong You only build it the way that you want it to be. It's your game. You can build it however you want. My game, I can build it however I want. Right? That's what's part of the fun. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting some of these up here. Create like a little glass room. Here we go. Oops. Little glass room action. And now we're going to go ahead and we need a stairwell to get up there, right? Now there's kind of the full stairwell, which is this one. Now, by the way, notice that this area, these stairwells are much taller than the concrete stairwells. They're actually like an extra bit on top of those. So if you use the concrete kit, watch this. If I go to the concrete kit and try to use those stairwells, see, it doesn't even reach the ground. Doesn't even reach the ground because it's actually a bit taller than the other kit. So you got to find ways of mixing and matching the different kits. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and just do this, and we're going to go ahead and put a doorway in. I don't think I've used the doorways in forever. Let's use a nice glass doorway. There we go. And then again, we're going to use the kind of smaller stairs. Let's see, snap it in there. Oh, just a little bit too far. Okay, well, that's okay. Speaking of mixing the kits, we'll go back to concrete kit. We'll use the smaller concrete kit, and we'll see if we can get that one in there. All right. That one doesn't snap either because the rock's there. That one's too far down. It's too far. Well, let's go over and let's try the wood kit. It has a small stairs as well. Try to snap that on there. Nope. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. So what's a way we can work around it? Well, simple. Simple. So we'll go ahead and put another one of these right here, which is going to make it a little bit higher. Right? Then we use one of these. Come on. Oh, come on. That should totally snap in there. Oh, we need a platform. What am I doing? What am I doing? We need a platform. No, it's still just a little bit too far. All right, let's keep going. I think we should... One of these stairwells will work. We'll get it to work. I always get it to work. Yeah, it's not high enough. Right at that threshold. Right at the threshold where we can't get the stairwell. You got that one, but it's not all the way to the ground. That one's not far enough. We should totally be able to do a other stairwell. This one. There we go. Okay. That's what I thought. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we can use that stairwell to get up and down there, and our people can use the stairwell to get up and down there. Now, I also want to use an actual switchback stairwell. So we're really going to add some complexity to this. By the way, notice my size up here. I'm almost out already. And I haven't even finished the tower yet. That's the problem with this particular location. But we're going to go ahead and use a switchback stairwell. So we're going to start our stairwell. Nope, start a big stairwell. Like this. Let's see. Let's start it. I think we should start it over the top of the thing this way. That's what I'm thinking. Where you walk under the stairwell when you first go in. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Okay. So we're going to use a platform. Use a platform up here to start the stairwell. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of create a little platform. And then snap this to that. There we go. So now it's kind of offset, so my people can come in, or I can come in and go up here, come around here, and go up the stairwell. Easy, easy mode. Easy mode. And then I can just do a switchback, meaning just keep switching it back and forth, all the way up. All the way up. Now, if I try to just go in and do that from the ground, it's much easier than trying to do it from up above there. And I'm going to go ahead and just build the stairwell. Oh, it doesn't want to let me build it there. Oh, why is it not letting me build it? Interesting. Got me blocked. Because of the support. Interesting. Well, then we'll just double stairwell then. We'll just double stairwell, as I like to call it, which means that you do this stairwell, take this out, and then you just attach another stairwell to it. Like so. And that should put us right on the edge, yep. And then we'll do a flat stairwell here. Another one this way. Yeah, it's not letting me put it up against that wall. Anyway, oh, there we go. Huh. Based on which direction the grain is going, whether it'll let me put it there. That's interesting. So this is so my people can get up there, by the way. Your people don't typically use the elevator. Go back down here. Use my scroll wheel. We'll just let this one kind of go up outside. Alright, that's a pretty good start. We'll come back to that later on. Now you don't want to get too far doing that and then not build up the rest of it, because then it could get, you could change the whole thing later on. Change the whole thing later on. Kismet, did you see my pumpkin devil aids that I tweeted? No, I did not. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Boom. What do we got? This is my Spectral Island build inside. Wow, awesome, man. I love the outside grates. That's cool. Super cool. There, BOGO. Dude, that is massive. Massive. That is so cool. So cool. Well, it'll take me a bit to put it on the stream, so I'll show it next time on the stream. That is so cool. Cage Wanderer says, Kismet, Sister Wolf, Meridade. Greetings, folks. Been a while. Thanks for hanging out, Cage. CN Nation, thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome, welcome. It has been a while, Cage, but you're always welcome in the stream, man. Always welcome in the stream. Junto says, hey, Kiz, where you build at, what you making just came in the stream. Junto, I am building at one of the places that has been neglected this whole entire playthrough. That is Warwick here, where I am mega building. So I went out, you can see here, I built a bit of the wall defenses, which you only need to do in the new survival mode. I built a couple Kismet kill boxes, as well as I'm building the mega tower. That's right, building them a giant tower. You can see I've got some of the structure going here. I've got a little bit of the glass area. I don't think I'm going to build that glass area all the way up. I think I'm just going to build it kind of in the top here and then just put the glass up the whole rest of the way. So I'm going to do something like this. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me go ahead and put a roof on this. Let me go ahead and put a roof on it. Like this. So this kind of entry room is going to have a roof to it. Now there's a little problem there, right? If I put that roof there, it's going to have a problem. And this is the problem. Fail. So I can't do it on the stairwell side. On the stairwell side, I'm going to need to make it higher. So those are the things you want to watch out for when you're building. That's why I don't build the whole thing and then have to come down and tear it down and do all that. I build it in segments and test things out as I go. And once I get an idea of what I want, I'm good to go. Let's go ahead and build it up another level. Like so. Now that doesn't even need a thing there, but we'll put one over here. Like so. So again, we got an elevator going, and we've also got a switchback stairwell that my people can use to climb all the way up here. But look, it's going to be even higher, right? It's going to be all the way up to there. So we've got to go another bunch of levels here to do that. Now down here, I want to be able to get in there. But up here, I want it to actually be enclosed with glass. And the same thing on the other side, I'm going to have it enclosed with glass. So let's go ahead and, with glass walls, the walls in. So now we want to put the glass walls in. Notice how they just snap right into the side of there. Isn't that nice? One of the few kits that just do that. Look at that. So you can enclose your elevators pretty sweetly there. Same thing over here. I can just go over there. Close the elevator like so. Like that. Now there's one problem though. I need to make another elevator way up there. But we're going to do that in just a bit. So a very cool way of doing that, right? Very, very cool way of doing that. And then on this side, we can actually just take this side completely out. Like that now. Now that we've kind of got our structure of what we want. Go in. Build a nice little stairwell. Oh, can't use those ones. Let's go... this one I think we can use the smaller ones. We can use these ones, I think. Let's try it out. Yeah, we can use those. There we go. I like those better because they're so wide that you don't have that kind of weird going up and down thing there, right? And then let's go back. Let's make it a doorway. Let's make it a powered doorway. Let's see if we can put a powered doorway in there. Put a powered doorway on this side. Stick a power doorway in there. I probably have to take this out. I have to take this out first. Put a powered doorway on there. Come on, there we go. All right, powered doorway, and then these little steps back here again. There we go. Now we're looking good. All right, we're gonna need some power there. Now notice what happens. I've got a gap there because the powered doorway is not high enough to fit there, which is a huge bummer, right? It's a huge bummer that you've got a gap there, but I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave it for now. I'm going to run this power over here. I'm gonna open up that door. Looking cool. Now we have a powered door on that side. Well, of course we got a powered door on this side, because that's just cool. That's just cool. Now if we go to the warehouse, by the way, and we go to the doors in here, sadly, the only powered door they have is this rolling metal door. But we can use that. We can totally use the rolling metal door. We can go ahead and just make a big, giant entryway like so. And then we could go extend this. Again, notice how I'm very fluid in my building. I will change my building around based on what I need. Now maybe we can go ahead and try to fit these in here now. Nope. Still doesn't want to let me. Still doesn't want to let me. Let's see if we can get the concrete one in there now, since that one's much higher. Ah, so close, so close. Oh well. Oh well, we'll just go with the wood ones. A lot of Johnny Cash going on up in here. Go in. Stuck in Folsom Prison. Cool. All right, there we go. And we're gonna go up. Go across. Now, I'm not a big fan of that right there. I would like it to be inside so that I could build the entire thing inside. So I'm going to try to think of another way of doing this. Another way of doing this here. Go ahead and try. Why don't we just do a double platform? See, now notice how I solve all the problems first, and then I build all the rest of it later. Problem solving is the first thing you want to do when you're building. You don't want to spend hours and hours only to realize, you know what, I absolutely hate that. Like, I will hate that after a while, the fact that it hangs off the side of the thing. I don't like it. I'm not leaving it. Too bad. Now, one of the things I can do is do a complete switch back here. But one of the problems is, if this won't let me put it, there it goes. Now it's letting me put it there. See that? How weird that is. Well, now I don't need to do it. I don't need to do it because I can attach now the thing to it. There we go. Well, fuddling around with it made it work. Alright, so I don't need to do that. Put that in the workbench. There we go. This is kind of all I wanted to do, is just kind of switch back until I get all the way to the top. There we go. They're working now. It's working now. Oh, gotta go down. Now this is when it starts getting dangerous, When you start getting a certain distance up, that's when it starts getting dangerous. Now, actually, this one right here and that one over there, I need to eventually connect the other elevator. Now, I wish they had made it where the elevators did not have a top. How many people in the chat put an emote in the chat, put a 1 in the chat, a 5 in the chat, whatever you want to put in there, if you had wished that they had not put a top on those elevators. I wish they had come up to the top of the elevator, and then I could have just stacked them. That would have been much better. Much better, I think. Well, let me know in the chat. Let me know. Alright, so I'm going to try to link this one across here. Actually, I'll just go ride the elevator and do it that way. Oh, no power. No power. Okay, so I've got to get the power chained out of there and up to there. All right. There we go. Okay, so notice how I brought the power up, and then I chained it to the doorway, and then that doorway then chained it that way, and now got it going on. Like so. Now I want to go ahead and actually make the stairwell, the other ladder, or the other thing be popping out right there. So I'm going to go ahead and use the warehouse floor. Come on. Oh, didn't want to do it. Something blocking it. What's blocking it? It's always something. Now that should totally let me do that, but we'll find out why it's not letting me do it. Try it from the ground. And plenty of floors. Should be able to snap those in there. Huh, let's try one of these. There's nothing snapping. Should they snap together? All right. Take these out. So you see that floor should snap to the side. See, like that. There we go. Huh, something weird with that stuff was blocking it. So the great thing about when you know something works is when something like that happens, you're like, oh, I know that works. Why is it not working? And you take some of the stuff out around it, and then you can see it works. So I know it worked. I know it worked. I just got to get it to work. There we go. All right. And now what I can do is then build out the rest of this so I can put that thing here. Okay. Okay. Now what I want to do is put the other one right here. Let me take some of that out, just in case it's in my way. Again, I'm jumping. And then hitting tab and then E. And then we're going to put the other elevator here. And this one actually we're going to only put as 3 levels. Right? Yeah, 3 levels. We're going to try not to fall off to our death. Speaking of death, we should probably save here at some point. Oh, that one's in the way. Too far. Let's do a 3-level one. Because we don't want it to be all the way up at the max level. Because if we do it at the max level... There we go. If we do it at the max level, then we won't be able to build anything above it, like put power up there and stuff like that. I'm going to rotate this around. The reason why I'm going to rotate that around is so I can chain these two together. Like so. And now I should be able to go up 3 more floors. And I'll build some understructure for that in just a bit. Alright, there we go. There we go. Let's bring this down. There we go. We got our ladder going there. Take that out for right now. Again, I want to build this down just to 1 floor down. And there we go. Like I said, I was going to take all that out. Storing it all on the workbench. It's not going to waste. I'm not scrapping it. Tempting me to jump. Ah! Ah! I made it. I did not know that. Good tip for me. You're welcome, Junto. That's what I love to do. Give out cool tips on the stream. So what's Kids building? I am mega building, actually. I'm mega building a spot here at Warwick. We are taking down a bunch of stuff right now that we were using just for testing. We found out we can go 9 stories up here at Warwick, so we are building about 8 stories up, or actually about 7 stories, so that we can have enough room to build stuff on top. Maybe a helipad, right? That'd be kind of cool. Build another helipad there to go between where we're at and here. Woo, we're gonna fall to the ground. Whee! There we go. All right, took all that out, took all that other stuff out. Here's our awesome structure we're building here. We're trying to stay within the limits. You can see we were using the warehouse kit. We've got a warehouse door there. We built some warehouse there. We got Kismet kill boxes on both sides. We are absolutely destroying it today. We're destroying the mega building. Now, of course, mega building is for fun, right? It's for cosmetic. It's for looking good. It's not necessarily meant to make you a lot of money. In fact, it'll cost you a lot of resources to make it work. But it is fun to do. It is very, very fun to do. So I think I've got one more level here. One more level to build on the warehouse. And we're using the warehouse kit tonight. And I think next time we'll build some more, use the vault-tec kit with some more. Do another mega build there. This is one of the most awkward ladders to try to put down, because it just doesn't, it's like you can't just put it down. You have to get down below there and then like scroll wheel it, and very awkward putting that down. All right, it should end up at the very same level at that. It does. Okay, perfect. Perfectiono. Okay, now how to fix this area right here so that your ladder comes in there perfectly. You just use the small ones, these ones, and you can kind of finish this up. Perfect. So they can take the elevator, or they can take the stairwell, which most likely they're going to do. Now this is going to be the top level of my settlement right here. And I'm going to go ahead now and just extend out like we did before. Now when I'm mega building is the only time I care about the directions of the actual flooring. Right? So I can actually go in and adjust the angle of the flooring if I want. I'm going to go ahead and take the flooring and put it this way. You can rotate it. You can put the grain all in the same direction if you want. Like that. See? So now we got all the wood going in the same direction. Once you line it up, by the way, you can then just keep going in that direction. Like so. And it will just kind of keep going. Like so. Now, I need to be careful that I don't do that. If I do that, then it will cut off my ability to do the stairwell. I'm going to go ahead and just make them smaller like this. And look and see if they match the grain of the other ones. No, they do not. I'm going to go ahead and rotate it. Rotate. That one does not want to rotate. There we go. Alright. No, that stuff looks like it's going the wrong way. I should be going this way. There we go. That's better. Up. Up. Getting that funky monkey going on up in here. Heck yeah, pick a Kiz and his little vault console. There we go. I have to go. Good night, Kismet. Good night, Funky. Mario Delight, thanks for hanging out on the stream. Mr. Stab says, would you be so kind as to show me one or some of your epic creations later, Kismet? How about this, Mr. Stabs? What if I took all my mega builds and I put them in one place for you? I know exactly where you can find them. Watch this. Watch this. Boom! You just hit that YouTube button right there. They're on there. You can go see my mega builds in Far Harbor, my mega builds at Spectacle Island, at Sanctuary. All those are in there. If you just go in there and say Kismet mega builds, you can even just search on Google, find them that way. You can find them all there. Mordang, thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet army. Welcome, welcome. Loner A, hello, welcome, welcome. Good night, buddy. Thanks for hanging out, Mr. Stabs. Check them out on there, my mega builds. I'm a great multicaster playing ESO and Xbox and partying with Kismet. That's the way to do it. Just call me McCrow. Just hang out. Have a good time. We getting a brass monkey going up in here. Back to your stool. Gonna smack you off your stool. All right, gotta love the Beastie Boys. Gotta love them. They're rocking. All right, so we gotta go another one out this way, and we're gonna build them a nice little place, and then we're gonna go ahead and switch over and do some questing. We're gonna try to finish up some of these quests that we are slacking on. I think I'm only gonna build it out to about right there. I'm gonna actually make this one a little bit more square than I usually do. I usually make them pretty long, but I think right about there is probably good enough. Legit! Alright. Let's go ahead and finish that. Now we can go ahead and put one there. Oh yeah! Sweetness! Alright, now we got a little bit of a problem right here, right? Because we wanted our structure to go all the way up. Right? We don't want it to be floating up here. We want some structure all the way up. So we're going to take this one out. Put that there. There we go. Ha 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 ha! Ina Nook, thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, becoming part of the Kismet team. We're letting the dogs out up in here. Makes me want to go get dog meat. Okay, so we put our structure in there. Looking good, looking good. We haven't run out of size yet. Let's go ahead and look at our creation so far. Oh, looking sweet. That's what I call a mega build right there. Looking good. We've got the stairwell switchback. We've got the elevators in the middle. We've got a whole bunch of stuff up there at the top. We got to take that part out up there eventually. But looking good, looking good. Now, one of the things also I like to add to every place is the ability to make it nice and sunny and shiny. I'm going to show you how to do that if you've not seen that yet in the Contraptions Workshop. All right. Let's go in here and find them under power. Oh, not power. Miscellaneous. That's where it's at. There it is. Find that to power. We can clean up all this power later. Not stores. We want crafting. We want a chemistry station. So what I'm going to do is make some fireworks. Make a whole bunch of them. Now right now it's powered. If I put a whole bunch of them in there, it's going to fire like an 80 of them off. Or how many ever I have. Now by the way, you might be looking at my water and food down there and get nervous. Don't be nervous. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Let's go ahead and put a container. Now, for some reason, they put it under miscellaneous, which is like the weirdest place for it to be. But I should be more like under ammo, I think. But there you go. So, okay, so I've got those. I'm going to go ahead and just take one out. And I'm going to actually put it here in the firework mortar. Actually, let's see what time of day it is. What time of day is it? PM, okay. Put that in there, and because it's already powered, oh, there we go. We've now converted it, and it is now It's a beautiful morning, or beautiful evening in this case. Look at the wasteland. It's looking so beautiful. Look at those clouds. Look at our mega build coming along. Look at our Kismet kill box. Rocking it, the best stream ever. Because whoever requested this dislike because Dad won't leave till Beastie Boys song is done. Haha, Juno. Your dad won't leave until the Beastie Boys is done? I like your dad already. I like him. I like him. I like Dad already. Looking great. Thank you, Nooshkes. Coming along. See, this is what I like about building in Fallout 4. Is, you know, it just kind of develops as you go along. Tempo de Jogo! Thank you so much for hanging out in the stream. So a little beautiful morning action there. Let's get back to that. Who let the dogs out here? So rocking it. Thank you, Tempo de Jogo. Tempo de Jogo, and I apologize, I'm butchering the name. I am totally the worst at names. But thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome! Okay, let's finish up what we're doing here. And you know what? I think I'm going to do glass all the way up. I think glass is going to look awesome. Let's just do it. What the heck? Let's just do it. We'll just have to be able to, we'll just have to build less at the top. And what I'm going to do at the very top there is I'm just going to build them a nice little bunkhouse, a place for them to live. And then I'm going to take away all of their beds. I'm going to take it all away. I'm going to take them all away. Godzilla! Looking good, looking good. Let's go up there and build the rest of it. I don't think I've heard the whole version of this song in a long time. Alright, let's go ahead and finish in the elevators. Let's put the things back on the elevators. I don't know why it resets to the first one every time. You think it would reset back to the one you actually wanted to do. Alright, we got that enclosed. We've got our power door here. Let's go ahead and enclose this back again. All the way over again. Kismet, what about stores? I'm going to put them way at the top. Look at Mayor Dave already thinking it out. Already knows what I'm going to be doing. Get rid of that one. Actually, that looks pretty good just hanging out the side there. I like it out the side. I think that's how I'm going to leave it. Totally going to leave it and just enclose it like so. So again, the warehouse kit and the elevators go really well together if you're going to use them together. Now, by the way, I can override this power here by using a little trick like this. If I want to close this door for whatever reason, if I want to keep it closed, I can just go ahead and take this switch, put it on the wall here, and then run the power from here, and run it from the switch up to here. And then I have the power to turn it, close it if I want. Like that. So now I can just keep it closed all the time unless I want to open it from the other side, and I can switch on the other side. Oh, looking good. Oh, I like that already. I like it. I like it. Look at this, all closed up in here. Pretty awesome. Like it, like it. Let's go up to level 2. And we're going to go ahead and finish off putting on the other areas here. Back to raining again. Constantly raining. I shouldn't be building in the dark. You know what I should be doing? I should be saving. Let's go down and save real quick. Oh, now I'm getting that weird feeling like, oh no, I better save. Because when you like it, you save it. Quick, run for the save! Go save it! I'm gonna go ahead and save until the morning time and try to build during the day. Sorry if I'm building at nighttime. So I get so involved in building, I don't even know if it's day or night. Elevator to nowhere. No, it goes right to the top. It goes right to the top, and I'm gonna build out the top there in just a bit. All right, we daytime. Why is it always raining all the time? What's up? Let's go ahead and get another one of these. Let's go ahead and take those, and we'll put another one in here. Try to keep it from raining all the time. Why is it so rainy over here? Boom! Shoot that sucker off! Boom! It's a beautiful morning now. There we go. Beautiful day for building. Let's do it. Okay, going up. There we go. And going up to 2. Oh, look at this view. Beautiful view. Okay, let's finish this off. We are almost done here, and then we are off to do some questing. Get into some trouble up in here. There we go. Glorious A Gaming! Glorious Irish A Gaming. Thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome, welcome. Everybody show them lots of love in the chat. There we go. And I'm even going to put it here on the inside. Can we put one on the inside there? Yes, we can. All right. I'm going to totally enclose that elevator. We don't need a floor level 2. We're just going to go straight to floor level 3. Oh, that came out so good. It came out so good. I like it. I like it, I like it, and I like it some more. Okay. Now, oh, I got an infection. Now it's becoming a problem. Now I have to deal with my infection. So one of the things I need to put up here is a store to deal with that. I'm going to go ahead and put a store up here. Now, I like the new stores, by the way. There's these old style ones like this, but I really, really like these ones. They're so cool. So cool. But the first thing I need, of course, is a clinic. I'm going to go ahead and get the clinic going on here. And I need someone to man the clinic. Run down. I always find stairs to be more faster when you're building, by the way, than an elevator. That's just me. All right. This girl with the blonde hair. Boom. Also, if you want to assign somebody, it's easier to assign somebody because I can click on them, say assign, run all the way up the stairwell, which I can't do on the elevator, and now assign them to that. And now she's going to walk all the way up here. See, did it work? There we go. Now it's assigned. There we go. Notice how it turned green? That means it has been assigned, so she'll work her way up here while I'm working on other stuff. Okay. Let's go ahead and finish building this in. Oh, we're doing the warehouse kit. Let's use like floor window panes like this. Let's do this. Really do something cool. All windows. By the way, these panes go a certain direction. If you look at these, they're out or in, right? Some of them might go out, some of them might go in. You got to watch out for that when you're putting it in there. Sometimes the pane will be this way, or it'll flip it around the other way. And then it will not line up and look all funky. Like right there. See that one? See how it's not like lined up? Oh, it's this one actually. See how that one's kind of floating away from all the rest of them? Got to watch out for that with these particular panes. You know what? I'm going to make it really tall. Let's really make it a high arch. Again, notice how those are not quite lined up with these ones. Sometimes you got to rotate them around. I'm using my mouse wheel to rotate them. Got to get them to snap right. Move over. There we go. Sometimes you just got to grab it, kind of move back. Oh, there she is. So the reason why I did her first.
There. I can patch you up if you need it.
Because I need to remove my infection.
Of course.
Hear me?
Patch me up, Doc.
Now go over.
Uh-huh. Took a few bad hits.
That's a great effect, by the way. It actually makes me nervous every time I get that effect. So there we go. Problem solved. Problem solved.
All done. Any other complaints?
What about store? Elevator to nowhere. Kiz, did you make this in Red Rocket as well? I did make one actually even cooler than this one in Red Rocket. Even cooler. You can see it on my Twitter, and eventually you'll see it on my YouTube. Kiz, do attach the lower store to the level 3 store. I don't know what that means, Cage Wanderer. Don't know what that means. Great build, by the way. Thank you, Mr. Stabs. Thank you, thank you. I do love building some stuff, and I especially like to kind of, as I learn stuff along the way, I like to pass it on. I don't keep all the stuff for myself. I just love passing on the information. Falker, thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button. Same thing as Jamie. Thank you so much for crushing the follow button with that Dragon Hammer and becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for hanging out in the stream. As we're doing, as you can see, we're doing a mega build. We're going to build a triple high or double high here with these windows to really give it that really high effect. Now, I want to go ahead and actually want to try out. Now, before I build the whole thing out, I want to see where my ceilings go. So I want to do kind of a vaulted ceiling action here. And where is it? It's in here somewhere. This one. Can I put that on top, or is it too high? No, I can still do it. All right, cool. So look at that. It's going to be a big, giant room up here. Oh, it's going to be awesome. Going to be awesome. All right, let's go back to... Now, notice how I took a minute to stop first to make sure everything was going to work, and then I'll go right back to it. Hopefully, I have enough size. Notice my size has turned yellow up there. I'm probably only going to have enough to put their beds up here, room-wise, but we'll do what we can, right? Now, again, I'm not using any mods. I do not use any cheats, shortcuts, any of that kind of stuff. I do not glitch any of that. You can do this. It doesn't matter whether you're on PS4. Doesn't matter whether you're on Xbox or PC like me. You can do everything that I'm doing as long as you have the DLC to support it. You are good. You are good. Oh, it's looking good. Looking good. I'm actually really liking this build. I think it's the first time I've ever built a tower here at this particular location, though I've built many, many towers all over. One of my favorite builds is at the Dalton Farm in Far Harbor. I have a mega build on my YouTube channel. If you want to check out my mega builds, they are all on there. I wish I could make more playlists. I should make a more playlists of just the mega builds, maybe. Just have that as like, you can only show so many playlists on your channel. Uh-oh. I don't think we're going to make it. I think we're going to have to make some hard choices here in a minute, which is part of the fun. I don't know. We might run out. It's getting close. Yeah, I don't think we have enough for the ceiling. I don't think we're going to have enough, but the best way to find out is to go for it. Go for it. If you know you got to scale it back a little bit, then that's what you got to do. Oh, this is all wonky. There we go. That was kind of oddly... all right. Boom. Still got some space. Still got some space. I think we might have to bring it down a level to finish up the ceiling because we're going to run out. That's what we'll do. We'll bring it down a level. By the way, when you use the ceiling, it only counts as one piece toward your thing, by the way, toward your settlement. So if I take 2 pieces out, that only counts as 1. So you can build more. Totally legit. Go home, smell you later. Hey, Bidge, what's up, buddy? Thanks for hanging out. Crush the follow button. Exactly. Crush that follow button. Do it. Enjoy it. Hey, Dave, how's yours? Kiz, when you put down the level 3 store like you did, you can attach the lower level clinics to the opposite end, so it looks like 2 stores in one. She gives you access to twice the store resources. When you put down a level 3 store like you did, you can attach the lower level clinics to the opposite end. So it looks like 2 stores are in one. Oh, let me check that out. Hold on, hold on. Somebody giving me a tip in there. Cage Wanderer, give me a tip. Let me go ahead and check that out. Let's take a look at that. I'm all for checking stuff. Now, this girl is kind of blocking it right now, so I'm going to walk her over there. Second she moves out of the way. Jay Holligate, thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button to become part of the Kismet team or the Kismet army. Welcome, welcome. All right, so we're going to put that there. And she's going to walk and look at me very creepily. And then... oh, like that. Oh, that's kind of cool. I see. You put one on one side and one on the other. Do that kind of stuff, right? So it looks like 2 stores in one should give you access to twice the store resources. But do I got to put 2 people there though, or does it just count toward 1 person? Do I just put 1 person there? All right, I'll put the other one down, see what happens. He's like, duh, what do I do now? Now I think it's 2 separate ones, right? Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it takes 2 people. All right. Yeah, that's what I usually do, by the way, is I connect them together. Like I put the clinic, and then I'll put the other one next to each other, and I connect them all together like I have at Spectacle Island. Right across the way over there, but you can't see it because it's too far away for you to see my mega build. But look how much, we got barely any size left. I think we're going to run out, which is a huge bummer, because this was so fun to build. So fun to build, but let's go ahead and see if we can at least finish the ceiling here. And if we do run out, we'll just go ahead and call it at that. Because that was super fun to build. Super fun. Come on, we got to get this ceiling done. We got to get the ceiling done here. Get it snapped in there. There we go. The side's done. Oh, it's going to be so close. Put in some flat ones up here. It's going to be so close, everybody. So close, but I think we got it. I think that is a legit. Awesome. That turned out so good. All right. I love it. All right, let's go check it out from the ground. Check it out from the ground. Going down. Look outside where we're coming down. Very cool. Very cool. All the way down. Again, notice how we've got it enclosed. Actually in an enclosed elevator. Comes down, we can go out that side if we want, and go out here, and then we'll, this is my favorite part, by the way, is to walk away from it, and then turn around and look at it. Boom! Oh, I like it. I like it. It's even aiming toward my other thing. That's cool. Very, very cool. I like it a lot. And see, it's not totally symmetrical. I don't like things that are too symmetrical. I like it to be a little bit off symmetrical, which is very fun. All right, cool. Sadly, we ran out of resources. or amount of stuff we can put down. Let's go ahead and see if we can put some beds down up there. Let's go try that at least. Let's go take a stairwell. And we've got this kind of access stairwell for my people to walk their way up here. Kind of a nice little switchback. Comes right up into the area. Let me go ahead and actually get rid of this clinic for now. I'm going to just store that in the workbench. Let's see if we can go ahead and just make some beds up here. So it does have a functional use. And I love these nice, clean-looking beds. And let's just have them a nice... I'm just going to spread them out a little bit, too. We have 13 people here. Nice little... Now, that is an awesome bedroom. I don't know about you, but that is an awesome bedroom. Normally, I put them right up against each other, by the way. Right up on top of each other, but... I'm going to go ahead and just give them a nice little bunkhouse up here, because I have a feeling I'm going to run out of room here. These guys are living large. Now, you may notice that I went over the amount of beds that I actually need. I'm just going to keep putting them down until I run out of space. Well, this girl's got to move. And I know exactly where she's got to go. Go over there, girl. Go over there, girl! Right like this. There we go. Then I can put some more beds up against the side here. Man, I want to live here. I want to live in this spot. This is nice. And there we go. Last thing, nothing more can be built. Total of 18 beds there. I would like to put some beds along that side. Let's go see if there's anything else we can get rid of. Where did the elevator go? Oh, we came up the stairwell. It's like, how come the elevator isn't there? It's because we came up the stairwell. Let's run down. What's up, girl? Oh, she's already going up there to check out the beds. Now, what can we take away? Oh, we can store this bed in the workbench. Let's just grab it and take it with us. Oh, I shouldn't have stored it in the workbench. I should have just picked it up and ran it up there. So now it's not going to let me build it, I don't think. Let's see. Oh, it will. Okay, good. So let's try to take some stuff out and then see if we can try to get all those beds up to the top there. Now, there's some beds in here. Now, these beds, by the way... Oh, there we go. Oh, I should have got rid of that and then made a bed. See, when you get rid of stuff, you need to make something else right away. Otherwise, it sometimes takes your ability to do it. Now, here's a bed right here, but I can't get rid of it. Now, there is a way to do this, and this was told to me by Sister Wolf, by the way, to go in and actually put in a floor covering, which I can't do because I don't have enough room. And see, the thing is, they should make all these beds removable. To make them not removable is kind of lame. Because I would like to take everybody out of here and do that. So I need to basically remove something. A good example is these crafting things. Alright. What I'm going to do is go ahead and use a rug. Put that there. I'm going to put 2 rugs down. I'll hold down E. Got to get that to go in there. I thought it was you put it on the rug, right? Oh, it's not letting me put the rug there. Maybe one of these rugs. Oh, it's not letting me do it anymore. It doesn't work. Doesn't work. Yes, this is totally vanilla. No mods, no third parties, cheating or whatever. Doesn't let me do it. Doesn't let me do it anymore. Bummer. Can you turn this song up? Nooski loves it. Oh, sorry. Sorry it went by. It's already gone. Kiz, earlier you said that you're a graphic designer. I also have a degree in digital design and animation. Awesome. Now, I'm the original graphic designer. I have pioneered, I used Photoshop when it was version 1.0. I used Illustrator in 1988. I used the very first Apple computer, not the Apple IIe, by the way, which most people think is the very first Apple. It's actually the Apple II without the E. There is no, and there's the original, of course, wood version of the Apple. Way back then, I also used Commodore, I used Amiga, and of course, PC. I've also used supercomputers like the Cray supercomputers and other things like Sun Microsystems servers, blah, blah, blah. All those kind of cool stuff along the way. Even million-dollar systems, graphic systems like Chromacoms and like Cytex, which allow you to do very, very high-end pre-press and printing back in the day. And those literally cost millions of dollars, which basically this is $1 million computer that does what Photoshop does today. Yep, and they had that in the 70s, by the way. That was before I was born. They had those computers and nobody knew about them because who can buy $1 million computer that actually takes up the whole, well, takes up like the size of your living room that you can put in your house, right? Not too many people had one of those. But I luckily worked for a place that said, Kismet, here's millions of dollars in computer. Go for it. Figure out. Make it work. I'm like, all right. Don't have to tell me twice, bro. I'm all over it. I'm all over it. So yes, old school graphic designer. Been doing it for 25 years. 25 years. Love me some graphic design. So yeah. So I can sleep in this bed. I just can't get rid of it, which is bugging me. Which is bugging me. Dwayne, thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Kismet Army. We're getting up in here. We're trying to get rid of some stuff. Oh, wait. Before I do that. Now, before I get rid of that, what I'm going to do is go right to the beds. Like so. And see if I can make some more. All right. Looks like I can make some more here. Let's go make some more here. 1, 2. Make 2 more. Okay. Take that one out. And there's 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoa. A whole bunch of them. Oh, there we go. Now we got 25 beds. More than enough. Now the tough part. Getting them all upstairs. Let's see if I can, if I store them all, can I do them again upstairs? Let's find out. How many of those can I continue to do? And we've got our power over there. We've got our defense power. All we need now is to put all these beds upstairs and find a way to get rid of those beds. Too clinical for me, says Digital. I know. Agreed, Noosh. I'm sure Kiz does too. Kiz, they patched that. Ah, they patched that. You put weapons on the ground, then store them in your workbench. It will lower the amount of total items you can place in. Yes, yes, yes. I know, Faulkner. I know that. But you know why I don't do that? Because whenever you shortcut, whenever you cheat the game, you're not cheating the game. You're just cheating yourself out of the enjoyment of the game. I have played 1,400 hours, and I've had a lot of people come in my channel and tell me that very thing. And I do not use third-party mods. I do not cheat. I do not shortcut in any way. You know why? Because otherwise I would cheat myself out of enjoyment of the game. Of course, it's your game. You can do whatever you want, but that's why I don't. So if you see that I'm not doing that on the stream, that is why. Because I don't cheat. I don't shortcut. Because I want to enjoy every minute of all of my money. And there's one thing you'll learn in my stream is how to get the most out of your money out of your game. Right? Because you want to get the maximum enjoyment for each of those dollar bills that you drop down. Right? I'm just going to go ahead and just throw these right in the middle here. Wow. I can put more down. I think I'm out of space. Just throw one right. I think we're going to sneak another one right here. Now, why am I putting so many beds in here? Because I like to have at least 21 beds so that I have a ton of beds for them to sleep in. Now, again, I would like to get rid of that. I could probably, you know, go in there and use a mod to get rid of it and all of that stuff. But for right now, legit. Legit, right? Looks nice. Looks nice. Now, the one thing we need to do, of course, is get the tour going on here. All right, let's check out the mega tour of this particular one. We're going to take a tour in my power armor. Lynchday, thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome, welcome. You have joined the Kismet Army. Show them lots of love in the chat, everybody. By the way, if somebody does come into the channel and hit that follow button. Make sure to show them lots of love, whether you've been here for a minute or whether you've been here for years in the past. Make sure to show them lots of love in the chat. Welcome them to the community. Welcome to that Kismet army. Especially people who hit that donate button, say, Kismet, I want to donate, or I want to subscribe to your channel with that subscribe button down below, or PayPal, or Patreon, or whatever they do. Make sure to show them lots of love every time they come in the channel, because they are the ones that keep the stream going. So thanks to everybody. And I don't require anybody to donate, but I greatly, greatly appreciate people that do. It just goes right back into the stream, so I can do cool stuff like this and hand these out while I was at TwitchCon. Check it out. That's right, KizCats, my very own bottle caps with Kismet right there on the front. Come on, you silly little focuser. There we go. Boom. And that's right there. They were a great hit at the TwitchCon. I'm not a big fan of business cards because I've been a graphic designer for 25 years, and I can tell you business cards are boring. Most people just throw them away. But, you know, bottle caps, a little harder to throw those away because those are very uniquely interesting for people to check out. So try to be different. Try to be unique in your own way. So there we go. Let's go ahead and start this tour. So, all right, here we are at, let's go ahead and check out the map. Here we are at the Warwick Homestead, the mega build, another Kismet mega build here. We've got the Kismet kill box lined up here. We've got a power door. We can walk in and out of there. So we're going to go ahead and walk in here, and we're going to take a look at this. Now you can see we're across the way here from Spectacle Island. We've got a nice wall going around here. We are in the new survival mode, so we are using walls. Typically, I say not to use walls. We've got our power running from one power unit up there. It's running down in two different circuits. The first circuit is always on power, which is running to our turret. We've got our second circuit, which is running to this toggle switch right here. If I shoot this toggle switch, boom, the door is closed. That door and that door way over there closed. It allows us to lock down just in case we get attacked. There we go. We hit it again. Open those doors back up again. Awesome. I call it the settlement lockdown. Now over here, we also have the ability to shoot off a firework mortar to change the weather. Right now, the weather's not too bad. Oh. Uh-oh, clouds coming in. Clouds coming in. Let's go ahead and just fix that. Let's fix that weather. Let's go fix it right here. Let's throw one of these in there. There we go. There we go. Now it's a beautiful day for a beautiful tour of our settlement. So there we go. We've got that. We've got some separate power. We've got our radio beacon up here. We're also using that as a tie-in between all of it. And of course, right here, we have the big mega tower. We are maxed out. By the way, we can build nothing else here. I've kind of taken everything out of here. Over here, everything's out of here except for these beds, which you can't get rid of. And I've moved everything out here. So we're going to go in here. We've got ourselves a doorway here as well. We got ourselves a stairwell for our settlers. They can walk their way up. You can see it's a switchback stairwell. Let's take the stairwell first, and then we'll come back and we'll take the elevator. Look at this beautiful view. I wish someone would come in here and clean these windows. But as you can see, it just kind of switches back and forth until we get to our giant atrium up here at the top, which is basically like a bunkhouse way up here where everybody lives. They can look around and enjoy the beautiful view. Now we've also got a clinic lady up here in case somebody gets injured like me. I can come up here and get that repaired. Let's go ahead and take the elevator down. And away we go. And you can see we've got it's all enclosed. So you really get that elevator feel as you're going down. And then we're going to go to the other elevator here. Going down as well. You can see all of our food out there and some water purifiers. We've also got a powered door right there, which we've got a switch. We can turn it on and off. There's another bed right there. Run over here. We can flip the switch on and off to keep that door closed. Like so. And just keep it open for now. We, of course, got a bunch of butte fruit and, of course, potatoes to supply my people with food. We'll go ahead and look at the stats up here at the top. We are maxed out here. We've got 13 people here currently. I'm going to have up to 21 people here. 25 food, which is more than enough. 123 water, which is going to produce extra water, which is going to make us lots of extra bottle caps, as well as 100 power, 208 defense, which is more than enough. Because really, if you add the water and power together, all you really need is those two numbers together, right? So if you take water, add it to the food, which is going to be, let's just round it up to 150. That's all you need in defense. Well, I have 208 defense, more than enough. Also, I have 24 beds, which is also more than enough, right? And their happiness now is 46 and rising. Their happiness will rise up to about 75 to 80%. I've also got a door over here, so if I want to walk from here to Spectral Island, or I want to swim back and forth, I can just come right up here and come right in this door and work with it. So there we go. There's the build. Notice I've got the double elevator there. Notice it's not symmetrical. I don't always like to do symmetrical stuff. I like to do sometimes asymmetrical, which is pretty fun. And you see we've got another Kismet kill box up here. It's a double level Kismet kill box. It will turn in 360 degrees, destroy anything that tries to attack this zone. Now some other things that we did way over here. Look at our provisioner there. You having fun in there, Brahmin? Can I get through? Oh, you guys are blocking me. Jetpack for the win! Alright, using that jetpack. As you can see, we've got some purifiers here to make that extra purified water. They're very safe in here. They're not going to get destroyed. As well as we've added some walls here around the outside. We're blocking it there. And we're blocking it over here so they can't get in that spot. And then way over here, we're blocking that out. And way around this other side. They can't sneak in from that other side, though. They can always just kind of glitch in your settlement. Now here. And like, now you're thinking, Kismet, how do you get back in your settlement? Well, I can use my jetpack. That makes it easy. Or I could just move that wall, walk through, and then tell the wall to go back by just hitting tab. It'll just pop the wall right back there. So there we go. There's the mega build right here. And that is all we can build, sadly, in the base game. Now, I do not play with third-party mods. I do not cheat. I do not shortcut in any way. So I only play with a legit way because it forces me to choose. Do I want a bed or do I want a turret? Do I want to build a trade center? What do I want to do? What do I want to do? So there we go. That is the mega build, and it's still raining. It is still raining. Let's run down. There we go. And that is the mega build here at Warwick. And thanks for watching. Have a great time. Thanks for watching this video. See you next time. There we go. So I will cut that into its own separate video, by the way, for people who ask about my mega builds. They can check that out. They can check that out. Kids, try the small green lock in the containers at particular clips into the bed. Not sure if that has been patched too. Green lock box. There's a gap in the wall, Kismet. Yes, there's a gap on that side. There's a gap right here. I know. That kind of bugs me, but I want to use the power door. So there's a little gap right there. It drives me crazy because the two kits are two different sizes. Billion, thanks so much for dropping the dragon hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet army. Welcome, welcome. You are among friends here. You are in a safe place to come in, hang out. You are in the best stream ever, the best stream I've ever done. You are here. Now, okay, for all of you who are ADHD and you've been Kismet, come on, drink that water, bro. Drink that water, work that food. Notice I didn't have to worry about it all this time. And when you first started playing survival mode, you'll be nervous about it all the time. But eventually, as you play the new survival mode, which is about 10 to 100 times harder than the other modes, you will not worry about it as much, especially when you're as high level as me. I'm like level 116 or 17. You don't worry about it as much because I have a bunch of perks that help me along the way. I'm going to go ahead and drink some water here to fix that problem. Mr. Dad says, Kismet, is there any way I could get one of your unique bottle caps? Absolutely, I'll be giving them away on the stream at some point. It's on the stream, a whole bunch of them. A whole bunch of them. A whole bunch of them. I'll be giving them away on the stream. So you can win them on the stream. You know how you win them on the stream? By earning Kiz Caps for just hanging out in the stream. That's where I originally came up with the idea, Kiz Caps, which you can see all that information down below, what you can use them for. You can use them for requesting songs. You can use them for contests and giveaways on the stream. As well as part of the giveaways is to get real life ones, which are these ones. As well as you also can get the necklace, a very, very rare amount of the necklaces, Kiz Caps necklaces as well. All right. It is not working. Did you notice how it wasn't working? That was way too long. I should have been able to do it. If you have a problem with your water pump and it's not working, store it in the workbench and then come back in again. Hopefully it lets me put it back down again. There we go. And then put it back down again. Oh, it'll let me. Come on. Quit being feisty. Put it back down again and then drink out of it. Now, before I do that, I'm going to go back to this other bed over here. I keep this bed down here at the bottom, by the way, so I can save because I'm in the new survival mode. And actually, let's just go ahead and let's just go all the way till morning again, so that we can check it out. Kismet, is there any way get one of those? Kismet, eat and drink, please. Ah, no, I'm already on it, bro. I'm already on it. Tell us how. Hanging out. What's up? Just Call Me Crow says, hey, Kiz, I only got enough hard drive space on Xbox for one DLC at the moment. Which would you recommend the most? Do you want to build? Here's what you want to think. Do I want to build settlements? I would go with the Wasteland Workshop, which allows you to use the concrete kit. If you like building robots, Automatron. If you like building vaults like me, then definitely the vault-tec kit. If you really, really like adventuring, then I would do either Far Harbor or I would do Nuka World. Now, Nuka World is a bit more cheesy, theme parky kind of thing, but it's very fun, especially if you want to be a raider. If you want to be a raider, it's super fun. But if you would like more like deep storyline and that kind of stuff, then I would go with Far Harbor. But me, hopefully you get more hard drive space, you can have them all at once. Because it actually changes the way you play your game based on which DLCs you have turned on and which ones you don't. Right? Because if you can build robots, of course you're going to build some robots to help you defend your settlements, and I even use them as provisioners. My provisioners that run back and forth are actually robots, which they make incredibly great provisioners as well. And I think he's out there somewhere. He's out there somewhere walking back and forth. But yes, there we go. Now it's daytime. Much better. Now let's go ahead and try to get that water again. Let's see if it's working now. The way you know it's working is there's going to be a message pop up over there on the left. There it is. Oh, my thing's covering it up. My thing's covering it up. My thing. Come on, let me move it. There we go. You feel better, but still parched. That's how we know it's working. I'm going to try to sneak this up here in the corner. Sneaky. There we go. All right, now we've got that taken care of. Now we're going to go ahead and take care of our food. Let's see, what do we got for food? We got some mute fruit. Got some rad roach meat. Maybe use my stealth boy. I'm a stealthy. They don't know where I am. Oh, I noticed there's an icon down there at the bottom, by the way, by my AP bar. Look at that. Hopefully I can come back out of stealth. See what happens when I get my power armor while I'm stealth. Oh, it came out. There, it ran out. It ran out at some point. I had one time I was actually stuck stealth. Anybody else ever had that, where they got stuck stealth? I totally had that happening. Let's go ahead and look in here in the workbench and see what we got for food. I know I've got at least a few things in here. We got some Murloc eggs. That's good. I think we'll just go ahead and eat those. Now notice how I don't cook them. That's because I have the lead belly perk. I can just go ahead and eat them, and I'll be just fine. There we go. That's good enough. Good enough. We'll walk back here. By the way, if you notice, I've got the Nuka-Cola Quantum, which I think is the best looking armor in the game. It looks awesome. Awesome. Super cool. Let's go ahead and stay here. Now, I was going to try to build a helicopter pad up here at the top, but we ran out of space. Ran out of space. Oh, well, it happens. It happens. But by the way, you can control where your vertibird lands, and one of my followers here on the stream let me know this, simply by putting down the quick travel. So we're going to go ahead and put that down while I'm thinking about it. Even though I'm in survival mode and I can't quick travel, it will actually control where your vertibird lands. Let's put it right about here. I think right here. We'll have that vertibird land right there. With the last item. No more things can be built. We have built all the things that we can build. Looking good. Looking good. Speaking of vertibird, we're going to go ahead and call a vertibird over here, and we're going to fly back to my mega. Stop tempting me with those Kiz caps. I really would appreciate getting some real Kiz caps. Oh, we're going to give them away on the stream. Save your in-stream Kiz caps to try to win some real life ones. Time for me to head out. See you, Cage. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Hope to see you next time. Ammo flow like hungry death claws in an undefended settlement. So there you go. How long are you streaming for, buddy? I'm streaming for about another 10 minutes. About another 10 minutes. We're going to go ahead and run back over there. But I will be back, of course, tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for more. I am streaming 6 days a week. That's right, 6 days a week. Usually starting about 9 o'clock and going till about 3 a.m. As well as you can watch for bonus streams during the day. Just watch my Twitter, by the way. Gavin Dreyer, thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome, welcome. As well as you can look for my videos on YouTube. You can see all of my past playthroughs, including day 1 of me starting survival mode. Some of those other survival mode day 1s will eventually show up as well. But we still got about another 10 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and call that Vertibird, and I'm going to go show you my other mega build at Spectacle Island. And it's one of the very few people who actually have Loner for life. Thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet army. Welcome, welcome. Wow, Sparkle Meat. People blowing it up. We getting a follow train going. Pulling that follow train, blowing it up. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much to, who was that? Sparkly Meat. Thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I hear it coming in. There it is. Now, I use the Vertibird because I cannot quick travel in the new survival mode. So I use the Vertibird. We're going to hop on that Vertibird. Maybe I'm going to shoot a little bit at those guys up there. I see a guy right there. I could probably shoot him from right here, but what's the fun in that? Don't land on me, Vertibird. Guys are shooting down here. I'm going to get in this side. Oh, so put me on the other side. Yep, shooting down at me. Spectral Island.
Glad to have you aboard, sir.
Turn around so I can shoot at him. Oh! Kismet kill box! Oh, that is an epic shot. Wow! Look at the Kismet kill box going to work there. That is awesome. I think that's the first time I've ever seen it do that. That was super cool. So I don't even need to worry about it. It's going to take care of it. Here's my mega build. Check it out. A giant vault here. And you can also see the giant amount of purified water. There's my helipad. Now it works about 70% of the time. We're going to see if it works today. Wow, it might land right on top of it today. Let's see. Let's see. Oh my goodness. It landed right on top of the helipad. That is a score. That is a 10 out of 10. Thank you for being such an awesome driver. That is it. How many of you have a helipad in your vault? Now right here we're at vault 45, my vault. We're going to run inside here. I'll give you a quick little tour. Got all my vault suits, all my various things along here, as well as some of the junk jets. We've got the Striker, a bunch of other things, some of the power armors. I keep saying that I'm going to do these power armors, and we're going to do it next time. And I keep saying that every time. Next time, remind me, next time at the very top of the stream, we're going to go get some more of those power armors. We're going to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and park my power armor over here where I can repair it. There we go. And now we're going to go ahead and save. Here's my bobbleheads here. Now earlier, since we've only got a few minutes left, I'm going to go ahead and talk about a bit about the mega build here at Spectacle Island. Spectacle Island is one of the largest places that you can build out. By the way, notice I put the elevator down, but then I'll just jump down. So it'll be down for the next time. So right here is I can pipe up a whole bunch of resources up here and then actually make some ammunition or whatever I want. I can take this out and add another plant there. You can see that there's stuff coming along the conveyor. We've also got a whole bunch of scavenging stations here. We've got some indoor food being done here. As well, we've got way enough power here. This produces 500 power. And it's being shipped all over the place here. You can see I've got all of my places in a row there. As well as an invention of mine with the Contraptions Workshop. The Mega Sorter. That's right. You can sort your entire workbench without having to lift a finger. You can have it do it all that for you. So you're like, Kismet, wait a minute. How did you do that, bro? How did you do that? Well, what we did is I went in and I put one of these, the vacuum hopper, right next. I'll go ahead and do the sound there. Right next to this. Right here, the workbench. If you use the vacuum hopper right next to the workbench, it will drag stuff out of the workbench and then pipe it to upstairs. So let's go around and let's go back upstairs. And then notice I've got another helipad down there. Right through here. Another Kismet kill box up there. Notice I've got a Kismet kill box over there kind of going around that support as well. Of course, we got our vault door. Go ahead and have that vault door close up. Never get tired of that. It's cool every single time. Every single time. If you're a Fallout fan, you gotta love yourself some Fallout. Alright, that's cool. So here's the Mega Sorter. So again, it comes from down there, goes up, it goes along here, and then it's sorted into various things, whether it's like loot, like ammo that I might need, like 308 ammo, purified water, stuff like that. Fusion cores, all that stuff that I need all the time, I peer in there. Companion armor, like you can see here, super mutant stuff, or like what is the other stuff? Combat armor, things like that. And then of course power armor here in this last one, and we'll sort that as well. So it's in there, and it's just going to sort and do its thing. I don't have to worry about it. There are some things that will jam it up, so watch out for those. You'll see some things fall on the ground that do jam it up. Just grab those out of there and put them in separate containers. There goes Cogsworth, by the way. That's Cogsworth. So that is the Mega Build. The Mega Build. The Mega Build.
Ain't looking for trouble, I hope.
Ain't looking for trouble, I hope. I'm always looking for trouble. That's my job. That's what I do. My job is some trouble. Now up here on this level, you can see I have a bunch of bunkhouses for them. You can see how they've just got a little places to sleep up here. So they got a bunch of different rooms for them all to sleep in. They got a window in there. And notice how I'm combining different kits. I've got the, this is the kind of the room kit in here. And then out here is the atrium kit, which kind of goes up. Speaking of atrium,
at least
goes up into this atrium up here that I built. And then I go up here, and I'm not called, you know, I'm Overseer Kismet right here, but also Overseer Kismet right here. So I put Overseer Kismet over the top of my doorway. This is my place. This is where I chill out. This is my zone. Right? All right. Let's go ahead and save. And then we're gonna say thank you to some peeps, and then we're gonna show somebody some love, because I love to pay it forward. How are you, and how's everyone doing? I am doing awesome, Pete. I am doing fantastic. I've had such a fantastic night tonight. Man, I've been smiling all night. My face is actually starting to hurt. I've been smiling so much. Thanks to Banlish and all his friends and all his followers who came over and totally surprised me with a raid today. They absolutely destroyed it. It was one of the best raids I've ever seen. They came in and just absolutely destroyed the follow button. Came in, shared lots of love. Appreciate everybody from Banlish's channel coming over here. By the way, if you're new to my channel, my name is Kismet. I'm the leader and founder of one of the longest running gaming guilds, Kismet Ring of Destiny. Right here, boom. There's our logo right there. I've been together with my team and founded my team over 14 years ago, and we've had over 800 members over that time. Getting close to 900, getting up there. Getting up there. We play a lot of team games as well. Sometimes I play some solo games like Fallout. Big fan of Fallout. Lots of new followers on the stream. Congrats, kids. Welcome, everybody. The best non-partnered hint streamer in my humble opinion, says Jazz Sands. Oh, thank you so much, Jazz Sands. I'm going to take that and put that in my nice things that people say. Boom. I have to really add that. Now, if you'd like to see some more nice things that people say about my stream, there's a link down below the stream. Click on that. You'll see a giant list of all these things that inspire me every single day. Because we need the birthday song for Darwich. I did the birthday song for him earlier, but let's just do it again. Nice to meet you as well, Mr. Stabs. Feel free to come in the stream anytime. We have a lot of fun in here. I will, of course, be doing some more later on. Boom. All right. Happy birthday, buddy, to Darwich. All right. 117 is what level I am. If you're asking me, if you're asking somebody else, then I don't know what level they are. So there we go. Hey, what's up, Alufus and Wilmo? We're going to be sharing some love. That's the way we do it up in this channel. We pass that love. We try to do positivity in here. We try to inspire you every day, giving you some game tips, trying to get the most out of this thing, right, out of your money, and try to enjoy the games as much as possible. Get your money's worth every single time. So let me go ahead and see if I can find somebody to raid. We need somebody to raid up in here. All right, I think this is going to be my new raid song right here. Right here. Let's do it. We need somebody to raid. First, we got to wait for the commercials. Commercial! Commercial! Fifth Element there for you. Commercial! Commercial! Makes me laugh every time. Makes me laugh every time. All right, let's go see if we find somebody to give some love to here. Now, I don't care if you're a big streamer or a small streamer. I like to just pay it forward. I like to pay it forward to other streamers. So we need somebody to raid. Find me somebody to raid. All right. Sitting sideways. That's interesting. Sitting sideways action. Not looking directly at the camera. That's very odd. Well, we may show him some love here. Let me go ahead and set up my raid target while we get prepped here. Let's get fired up in the chat. Come on, let's see some hype in the chat. Let me see if you guys can do some hype. Let's go ahead and H-hype like this. Oh, you got to spell it right. Not somebody. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to copy that hype in there. We're going to go ahead and throw the love bomb. We're going to throw that positivity in someone else's channel. We're going to make their night tonight, all right? So get hyped in the chat. Let's get fired up. We need somebody to raid. Oh, I pressed the button. No, bad. Stop it. There we go. We need somebody to raid. We're going to do it. Anybody find me somebody to raid? All right. To make this happen, there's a lot of buttons I gotta press. Let's say, ooh, crazy. He has no idea we're coming. He has zero idea. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. All right, one of the greatest songs ever right there from Queen. Awesome, awesome. All right, so we're going to go ahead and share some love here. But first, we're going to say thank you to some awesome peeps. Some awesome, fantastico peeps here. Let's go ahead and switch over to that. Boom. And let me go ahead and try to press the right buttons over here. So thank you to these people right here. Dark Angel, Kidney Killer. Why am my button not pressing? There we go. Thank you to Dark Angel, Kidney Killer, Misfit Jim, JC Cags, JS Cags. Where's my button? There we go. There's my legendary supporters, Resident Spike, Noah Boy, Action 2.0, Grandpa Play, Super Sub, Steel Pie, Kurt Jazz, and Anglop Sound. I got him! So many. And also big thanks to my patrons and subs. If your name is not here, it will be here eventually. Ira, Mike, Wink, The Dark One, The Doc Croc, The Final Nightmare. If I did not put your name there, make sure to let me know. A lot of those people, by the way, who are my Patreon supporters did become my legendary supporters as well. Thank you so much. If you would like to support the stream, then you can do it through Patreon. You can do it through PayPal, including my new subscribe button, which is through GameWist, by the way, which you can get on-stream rewards. You can get double multipliers, all sorts of killer stuff, including Kismet swag and Kismet loot drops, and get those bottle caps and necklaces and all sorts of other mysterious cool stuff. And thanks to all my mysterious strangers as well hanging out in the stream. So thanks also to the best mods on Twitch, Sister Wolf, Ameridave, and Chewy Baka, aka DG Chewy. Thank you so much for that DJing tonight, and thanks everybody for hanging out. This is my stream schedule right here. That's right, hardcore. 6 days a week, right there. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Team games on nearly every single day from 9 to 12 a.m. And then, of course, retro games on 9 p.m. to 12 midnight on Thursdays. And, of course, Fallout on Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday from 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. So I'll be back again tomorrow at 8:30. I'll be hanging out with my team doing some raiding in Star Wars The Old Republic from 8:30 to 12 midnight. There will be no Fallout on that night. That is going to be an extra bonus day that I've added so you guys can watch us raid and have a good time together on stream. All right. So we're going to be doing all of that fun stuff. Again, if you would like to subscribe, there is an awesome subscribe button down there. I've made it super easy if you'd like to support the stream, but you don't have to if you don't want to. I appreciate you just hanging out, having a good time in the stream. All right, so let's go ahead and raid somebody. Let's make somebody's night here. Let me go ahead and turn that music off, and let's go ahead and switch over. We're going to go ahead and raid this guy, boom, right here, who has no idea we're coming. He has no idea. He's completely clueless. He's got 12 followers. He's got only 7 people in there. So half of his followers, or more than half of his followers amount, is currently in his stream right now, which is not bad. If you have only 12 followers and you have 7 people in the stream, that is more than 50% of your followers who are watching you. But we're going to go show him some love. We're going to get hyped. we're going to go in there and drop the Kismet love bomb. So I'm going to go ahead and throw it in chat, everybody. Go ahead and click on that. There we go. Click that link. Go in there. Show them the Kismet love. I'm going to go ahead and turn the sound on here so we can hear them. And watch your guys blow up the chat. Let's go blow up his chat. Let's do it. Let's do it. Kismet raid! Sharing that love. Boom! Boom! Let's see what happens. This is my favorite moment. I love paying it forward to other streamers. Let's see if he's watching his chat. There we go. Go blow it up. All right, who's blowing it up? We got Chewy already blowing it up in there. We got Sister Wolf. Of course, me, I'm in there. We got Bucktown blowing it up. We got Wilmo, Raiden. Oh, I love me some awesome raiders. Jazz Sands, Robo Reels, Base Windu blowing it up. Pete's in there. Bogo. We got a Meriday blowing it up. There we go. Let's see. I'm also going to drop in the mega host here in a second. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. He's got the chat over his face. Gotta move your chat, bro. Gotta move your chat. Oh, bringing that love to his channel. Blowing it up.
Most people don't put much stock in it.
Oh snap, raid. Oh jeez.
Snap, I probably his first raid. I'm probably
happening.
the first one that came
Wait,
to
I have
raid
a
his channel.
chat? What are they doing on chat? I don't even know what's happening.
That's the first thing. That's the first thing I said when I got raided. I was like, "What's going on? What's going on?" Kira Corellia raided me with like 200 people, and I'm like, "What's going on? Oh, my chat's blowing up! Oh my gosh!" And that's barely when I knew how to make things work. It was awesome, awesome.
Oh snap!
So I'm gonna go ahead and throw some follows here, show him some love. You don't have to follow if you don't want to, but feel free to go over there and show him some love in his channel.
Dank out 4, some Fallout 4.
Boom, dropping it out. Now I'm going to go ahead and throw the host on him right now. I'm going to drop about 100 people in his channel. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. I will be back tonight, Monday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be playing some team games with my team. We'll be doing some raiding, and, of course, back on Wednesday with some more Fallout as well on that day, just all week long. If you want to see my schedule, it is down below. It's also on my offline message. You can check it there. All right, so we'll see you all next time. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Bye.
Wolf, thanks for the follow.